on Facebook and YouTube.
Let me tell you something. I realized he don't respect y'all gangster YouTube and Facebook. I know y'all not gonna hear this yet because it probably hasn't gone. It hasn't gone in yet. Yeah, but he don't respect y'all gangster.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
No, I want them to switch over. I want them to feel like they're missing something.
I know, but we still do need people to be on there on Facebook and YouTube so that they can share it.
True.
Y'all who's in the comments and in Twitch, we appreciate y'all. We're glad that you're here for the conversation. Definitely. Go on your Facebook and go share it.
Yep, go do that.
Go on your Facebook and go share it. Go on your YouTube and go share it. Yeah. If you share it in either of these platforms, people will see the actual video show up on their timeline and they'll be like, what's this? And they'll automatically start listening. Yeah, but that doesn't happen necessarily with Twitch.
And y'all need to share it every morning.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Yeah. We've put out the call.
Yeah. So Juicy Lips says, good morning, Juicy Lips. I think we might have missed you, and I'm pretty sure.
No, I say good morning. Good morning. She said that half a glass, but I drink about 4 glasses of ginger water.
All right. See that? Ginger and everything. So before we close this down, yesterday I mentioned
so you ain't gonna tell them how you don't be drinking no water, and that's why I asked this in the first place?
Yeah. I'm gonna go back there, but I wanted to talk about yesterday I spoke about ginger on my on the midday therapy in seasoning, right? Seasoning chicken, etc. And somebody tried to come for me and tell me, why are you using ginger to season? And I'm like, yeah, ginger is used in seasoning.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna call the person's name.
Ground ginger in my, in my
I'm like, ginger, you dash a little bit,
just a little something in there.
Not Jamaican ginger, but ginger light, and
ginger light.
Yeah, it'll add a nice little flavor. You put it in some chicken, and she tried to come for me, man.
The Jackster said ginger is great.
Yeah, ginger is great.
Yeah. It's good to put in your food. Sometimes I don't put it in. I don't put it in every single thing, but sometimes I'll be like, ooh, you know what? A little bit of some ginger would be good here. I keep like a bunch of crushed up inside the fridge.
Oh my God. So Steffi said, Paris, Kareem talking about you. And she tagged Paris. I'm not calling any names right now, right?
Oh. You were so whatless.
I ain't calling any names.
You were so whatless.
I'm not calling any names.
I know, but you be whatless.
Most times.
Yes.
9 out of 10 times I am. So
say exactly. Say her name. Say it with your chest.
I can't. She who shall remain nameless.
Whatever. You're terrible.
I think since Brittany's kind of given us a little bit of a break, not for anything bad. She's full blown in studies and stuff. I feel Paris is going to have to become the target of my aggression.
Why? No one has to be the target of your aggression. Maybe this why you need to be making sure you're drinking more water.
I need to let out the violence.
That's terrible. You don't have to be violent with nobody. You can be loving and kind.
So, yeah, I could be loving and kind.
Loving and kind.
Yeah. It takes me a while to get there, so I have to let out the violence first.
This is why I need him to drink more water. He's dry inside.
Probably. You might have a point.
He's dry inside. This is why. Steffi said, disclaimer, I didn't have no behavior all month. Full violence mode for me.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Lord.
These Libras. Oh, my gosh. October Libras.
I don't be knowing what people are. The only people who I know what they are is Scorpios. I know when Scorpios are. I know.
Scorpios after Libras? Is it?
Yeah, I guess. Because they're the people who I know are Scorpios. Their birthdays are in November.
Okay, so early November?
Yeah, early to mid-November. Scorpios, I know that much. And then I'd be knowing when like Aries and Leos are. Like what my siblings are, I'd be like, oh, I know what that is. But when people be calling out, oh, it's Virgo season, I'm like,
yeah. I don't keep track of that shit.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it is. So I've been having a water problem outside of this. So my promise to myself is to drink at least 3 cups of 16 ounces.
How did you get 3? No, you need more than 3 cups.
Yes, but it's gonna take me a while to get up there, right? So usually I drink 1 glass during the midday show. I'm drinking 1.
That is terrible.
1 at the morning show, and then usually I drink 1 before I go to sleep at night. So I've only been doing this for a week, right?
So you've been doing it for a week. So then this week you should be doing more than that. It should go from 3 to
steps.
5. I know it's
Baby
been a
steps.
week and you've been doing 3. So now
Baby
you have,
steps.
it takes 21 days to build a new habit. If you want to stay on 3 cups for the whole 21 days, a week is already passed. If a week is passed, you can up the ante now.
Okay, I'll try.
5 at least.
Okay, I'll try.
At least 5.
So what I'll do, I'll drink one at the morning show, one in between the midday show, one after I finish the midday show, and then one that will take me to 5. Yeah.
Or you can put yourself in a space where you're prioritizing this to become a lifestyle choice and go buy a water bottle.
And then drink from the same water bottle all day.
Yeah, but you're probably gonna have to refresh it at some point.
Okay.
Like there are some that are like a gallon. They have ones that have the time on them, and each time will have a different, like, you're almost there.
Really?
Way to go. Yeah, it'll be like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock for each time, and so it'll help to keep you focused. And you'll keep this big water bottle. You can do that.
Sounds
they are
complicated.
plastic. It's not complicated. All you do is you just fill it up in the morning, and all you got to do is remember to take it with you wherever you go. A lot of places that I've worked, even at church, because like I serve at my church, and so when I'm there, people be like, the water bottle girl, the girl with the big water bottle. Yeah. Even when I would go to church and we were going on a regular basis, Sunday service, people would stop me all the time like, you drink all of that water? Yes, I do. Because I would bring my big 64 ounce with me to church, and I would just be sipping on it through service, sipping on it through whatever. But at work, sometimes people will be like, they found a water bottle someplace, they assume it's mine. I'd be like, that's not big enough. Yeah. This is probably the smallest water bottle that I've walked around with for a long time. And
how much is this?
I don't remember how much I paid for this, but this is 24 ounces, if that's what you were asking. My bad. And it's keeps all cold drinks cold, all hot drinks hot. So every morning before I leave my house, I always put water in it. Even if I'm going out, like if I'm going out to a restaurant, I've probably, by the time I go out in the evening, I've probably done like 3 or 4 of these already.
Do you pee?
I don't pee that often. First of all, water is my favorite drink. So let's start there.
Okay.
So I think that I've trained my bladder where I don't have to use the bathroom every 5 seconds. So like I'll use the bathroom when I wake up. When I leave here, maybe 3 hours later, I'll use the bathroom again when I get into the house. And then because of the work that I do, I'm literally sitting in front of a camera hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. Maybe I'll have 5 to 15 minutes between, but prior to me going full time, there'll be times where I would be like 4 or 5 clients at a time, back to back. There's no time to pee in between there. And if I see somebody for 45 minutes, it's like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours just sitting. And I'll be good. And then I'll just use the bathroom before I go to bed. I usually would finish, I have a big 64 ounce, and I would do 2 of those a day.
64 ounces, twice a day.
Yeah. Because my goal was like, I need to get past a gallon. I need to do at least a gallon.
I'm going to just give you one of those bottles out there so you can walk around with.
No, that's too heavy to walk around with. But I used to be like, this is another form of workout because I have to carry this all day, all night.
Just drag it.
No.
Good workout.
The
Put a
plan
straw in
was,
it and just sip from it all day.
My bottles usually come with this one doesn't, but the big ones, they usually come with a straw inside of it. The 64 ounce one, I would fill it up in the morning before I went to work. Then I would go to work before 5 o'clock. That bottle had to be done because now I'm at my house. I could just go grab a cup of water or go do whatever. So you just got to drink a lot of water. You should be drinking at least half your body weight.
All right. So Juicy Lip says 4 to 6 glasses of water is good per day. You don't have to go over 6. And if you're drinking water, you should be peeing.
I am peeing, but I'm not having to run to the bathroom every 5 seconds. So I am peeing. I am peeing. I'm peeing regularly through the day. I assume I use the bathroom just as often as most people, like 4 or 5 times a day. Like if I'm up from since 6, I'm using the bathroom, and maybe like at least 4 times a day I'm going to go use the bathroom.
So here's what. Let's take the break. It's our number 1 down. Wild and Holy's here. Kareem is here. We gonna come right back after this. It's the wake up call. We have the brothers in the building this morning. I'm talking about Looney, Spark, and Electrify. They're gonna come and sit with us for a much longer conversation than the last time. They're also promoting their event that they're having this weekend. So if you guys don't have anything planned as yet, you guys could definitely check it out. So these guys are going to be here this morning. Shout out to Molly, probably listening on her TV or something. So just good morning to you if you're out there. Who else is here?
Rhythm for Sale. Good morning, Rhythm for Sale.
Good morning.
OJ King. Good morning.
OJ King, are you based in London? Because I was saying that this morning. I just want to confirm that.
I know, lying on people.
We'll be back.
Be mindful, guys. Figure out your water intake.
Yes, figure out your water intake.
Everybody has their own water intake.
The Wake Up Call, Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is the wake-up call.
Good morning. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Queen of Bacchanal. Say just we rum and soca. Chip, sip, and tip over. We jamming all over. No one in here sober. When I say rim, I will see headshot straight drinking. When my glass go up, I will see all you chipping. Just we rum and soca. Chip, sip, and tip over. Black Party, what's your name? Where you from? Where you be? Have a drink, take a cup, link it up, I pull it up. One drink not enough, one wine not enough. Give it to me drunk, give it to me rough. Drink till you can't remember your last name. Point till you start feel each other hard brain. If you could still feel your feet up on the ground, then you're not drunk enough. Raise your cup and open up and say just we rum and soca. Chip, sip, and tip over. We jamming all over. No one in here sober. When I say rim, I will see headshot straight drinking. When my glass go up, I will see all you chipping. Just we rum and soca. Chip, sip, and tip over.
The wake-up call. Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is the wake-up call.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Why Kareem over here checking to find the bottle and it's like,
No,
I'm
no.
not drinking that much water.
No, Steffi,
What?
Steffi 473 sent that to me.
Yes, that's the bottle that I was talking about.
Hell no, I ain't walking around
473.
with that shit.
It's your how often do you actually leave your house?
Not much.
Exactly. So what is it really to carry that and keep that with you? I was
said
using a bottle
nil.
like that and I'm walking around all day. So I was like, I know I ain't crazy. I had heard before that you need to drink at least half your body ounces, half your body weight in ounces, excuse me. So Kareem, I know you don't care if people share how much you weigh. He said he thinks he weighs about 190. So I told him he needs to try to drink about at least 100 ounces a day, which is way more than 3 cups of 16-ounce water. So definitely, guys, figure out what your intake is supposed to be. When I did some more research, it said, what do people name? The U.S. National Academics of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine determined that an adequate daily fluid intake is about 15.5 cups of fluids a day for men and about 11.5 cups of fluid a day for women. So that's about 3.7 liters for men, 2.7 liters for women. When you put it into terms of ounces, that's 125 ounces that you should be drinking a day. That's an adequate intake for you of fluid. Fluid, yes. But water should be the main fluid.
Right. So if I say half of that is water, that's not a bad average, right?
No, more than half should be water.
Okay, how much should be water, you think?
I would say at least a third. Because your body is mostly water, so at least a third should be water.
Yeah, but
at least
a third
a
is
third.
less than half. A third is less than half.
No, sorry, I meant 2/3.
Two-thirds?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I meant. Sorry.
I'll try.
You need, yeah. It
I'll
says you need to. Let me tell you why. It get rid of waste through urination, perspiration, and bowel movements. Keeps your temperature normal. Lubricates and cushions your joints, Mister. Feeling my joints. Get your life together. Protects sensitive tissue. Lack of water can lead to dehydration, a condition that occurs when you don't have enough water in your body to carry out normal functions. And that's why I said its insides is dry up.
Oh.
It's dry. Your insides is dry up.
Maybe that's the 119 problem.
Even mild dehydration can drain your energy and make you tired. Hence why you at 119. Imagine what you could
Look at
do.
that. We found the root of the problem.
Exactly.
I haven't been drinking enough water.
In order for your body to function properly, you must replenish its water supply by consuming beverages and foods that contain water.
Like beer? Beer has water in it.
And
beer is only 5%
you
alcohol.
could also drink sugar,
water.
but then the rest of it is not water. It says, what about the advice to drink 8 glasses a day? You've probably heard this advice to drink 8 glasses of water a day. That's easy to remember, and it's a reasonable goal. Most healthy people can stay hydrated by drinking water and other fluids whenever they feel thirsty. For some people, fewer than 8 glasses a day might not be enough, but for other people, it might be okay. It's for you, it's not enough. You need to drink way more than that.
Drink more.
Yeah. I should just get the water bottle. Yeah, no.
I'm not gonna get a water.
Let me tell you something. If you have any conversation with any of my friends, they will tell you Sonia has gifted them with water bottles. I be in front of people. They don't be drinking water. I grab a water bottle, one of them stinky 16 ounces. Yeah. I put it in front of them. I said, "You're not leaving until you finish that."
Oh wow.
Yep. I'd be like, wow. I don't allow it because people don't drink water, and then they be like, "I've had this headache for 7 days." It's like, how much water have you drank in the last 7 days? You understand that you could not eat food, I think, for like 2 weeks and not die, or maybe even longer, I believe. Mm-hmm. But if you don't drink water for a certain amount of time, you'll die. You will die. You need the water. Replenish your fluids, guys.
Did OJ King answer me about where they are? Half body weight in ounces is what I've heard. That's rhythm for sale. OJ King said
that's the same
a lot
thing I
of
heard.
water.
Rhythm, yeah, half a body, half body weight.
You'll urinate a lot at the beginning, but your body learns how to utilize it eventually.
Exact. That's
also,
what I was saying.
You will lose weight. All right, so
go ahead, give him a bonks, Rhythm.
My water intake is gonna go up.
It needs to. Just for your, I think there's in order, women, it keeps you nice and juicy.
Oh, okay.
So there's that. But there's so many good things that happen when you drink water, and so many people don't drink water, and then they wonder why they feel like craptastic. Like, literally, it's a simple thing that you can do to keep yourself healthy: drinking lots of water. Simple. Very, very simple.
OJ King says he's from and lives in Trinidad. I don't know how I F that up.
Wow. He out here putting you on a whole other continent.
Spreading rumors. That's how rumors start.
Yeah, like,
imagine somebody was here and they left when he said that.
Yes, they were like, oh yeah. So the next thing, somebody's gonna be like, yeah, he's from London. You should ask him where to get some bangers and mash. And then people start hitting him up like, hey, what's going on, homie? How's da 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 da? You root for Chelsea? And he's gonna be like, what are y'all talking about?
Sis Save Yourself says I'm gang banging on water.
Not yet. He need to get on it. Not yet. Get your life.
Y'all wilding over here, man.
Shout out to Rhythm for drinking as much water as needed.
Good morning to
Shout
Facebook.
out to everybody who's drinking the water. Even if you have to add a little something in it. You can do that.
Don't forget to hit the share button.
Yes, go to your Facebook. Jump on your YouTube.
No, actually, they could share.
I know, but does it bring up the video for people? Like, on Facebook, you can... sometimes you'll see like the little link and then you'll be like, oh, okay. But if the video comes up, people are like, ooh.
Let me just click into
that chocolatey goddess on that screen.
Oh, I see where you're going with that.
It's not just for me. I'm just saying.
I see where you're going with that.
I'm just saying.
I see where you're going with
that. Good morning, Jed Sounds.
Are we ready? Do we have some topics? Oh, good morning to Molly. Molly is locked in. She said she does use a comforter 24/7, 365 days.
Amen.
So
comforters unite.
Yeah, I can't stand people like that.
Why?
Why you gotta stay hot? You know what? Let me up with the violence.
Exactly. Well,
I definitely do have a problem with Leos and Libras.
Why?
I'm not backing them.
What did you?
Leos are annoying. Most of them. There are a few exceptions. I wouldn't say who the exceptions are.
What do you mean they're annoying?
Molly's a Leo. The real Steffi's a Leo. And I don't want to, say anything about them because they're cool like that. But there are a few Leos that are just annoying. And Libras are the worst. October Libras, gosh, headache already.
I don't know.
My brother is one of them.
I think it's a situation where people are annoying. Like, people will attribute a whole thing to a sign. I ain't gonna hold you though. Not that I will never date another Scorpio, but when I meet a Scorpio that wants to date me, I'm always like, I don't know. I'm a little cautious. There's a date in November where I've dated 2 people who are born on that date.
Same day?
Yes.
Is it November
same exact
12th?
day. No.
Okay.
And then there's another guy who I'm friends with. He's like, oh yeah, I of course I've still liked you. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, like I mean, I would be willing. I was like, no wait, there was a reason why I was saying I don't know if that. His birthday is the same day too.
So 3 people.
Three people.
Same day in November.
Yeah.
All has interest in you.
Well, 2 of them are exes.
Right.
2 of them are exes.
Third
I
person.
should have known that. Like, just don't. As soon as I found out his birthday, I should have been like, oh no, I've already dated somebody on that date. But the third person, we're good friends. We're just good friends.
Okay.
That's it. But how we met, we dated.
Okay.
We dated like over a decade ago.
I want to know real quick. Anybody here watch Squid Game?
Squid Game.
Yeah.
I heard about that
On
yesterday.
That show is like awesome with a capital A.
I said I was gonna go look it up. Good morning, you want it? Good morning, G and Spice. What?
Why?
GD Spice event.
Just no.
Oh, come save me,
So
Krobacca.
the GNDs for Grenada,
Okay, GND
Spice,
Vincent.
Vincent. You could just say GSV.
GSV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grenada, Spice, Vincent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, GSV.
Yeah, I think that person is both. and correct me if I'm wrong. That person has roots in both Grenada and St. Vincent.
I would assume so
that's
if
what
they
I'm
get a name
assuming.
like that.
Right.
I'm seeing a lot of people say Squid Game is good. Written for sale, threw it out there. So did the Jackster. Paris, your favorite person right now, said it's a must watch. What is it about? Steffi473 says she's watching it right now. I just saw, I get news articles forwarded to my phone, and I saw one of the articles that I had finished reading when I went back to the main page to like leave. It had this Asian guy on the cover of the article, and it was like, XYZ person says they didn't realize that Squid Game was going to become such a hit. And I was just like, what's that? And then I just was like, I'll read it later. And then I didn't read it later. And then I saw it someplace. This all happened yesterday. Then I saw it someplace else where they were like, oh, Squid Game. They were talking about Squid Game and they were talking about you in the same context. They were like, people don't watch Squid Game and decide to do this, that, and the third. So what is it about?
So Squid Game is pretty much a bunch of broken people. And when I say broken, I mean like cash. They're cash strapped.
Okay,
because,
broke.
Right? They through gambling, bad investments, whatever situation they were in, they're owing a lot of money to loan sharks, credit cards, right? Shady characters. And this organization, and the organization they don't know because they're blindfolded, whatever the case is. They got carried to this place.
Not like an island, but just...
It was an island.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't know it was an island. They were blindfolded. They were tear gassed. Well, gassed. So they fell asleep. All they knew, they woke up in this big bunker with like a couple hundreds of them. And they were pretty much told why they're here. You're here. If you play this game, you're going to win a lot of money. But they're not given too many details. So the first game was a game called Red Light, Green Light.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. I love Red Light, Green Light.
Yo. So they had no idea what was about to happen. So the lady explained, she's like, you're gonna play Red Light, Green Light, and it was a voice coming through like this big looking robot, but the robot had the face of a little girl. Oh. Right? So it's like, green light, and everybody started running, and it was like, red light. And then the guy who was up in front stopped, but how he stopped, he started moving around. And then out of nowhere, pow, he gets shot. So everybody's like,
we didn't sign up for that's not how I used to play on the block.
But no, they didn't even understand what was happening yet.
They didn't realize the person got shot.
Right. So
he letting out mad spoilers right now.
So on the second green light, he runs up to the guy and then they say red light. So he stops right next to him and he's like, you know, you don't gotta pretend now, you know? Because he didn't see. He's like, you don't gotta pretend now. Mm-hmm. And then the guy turns and he's like, and blood sprays up in his face and he's like, ah! And then everybody starts screaming and then it's like, everybody understood like the shit is real.
It's real.
So like everybody started running back for the to run out the whatever
the bunker or whatever they were in.
The arena that they were in. And this thing just starts shooting them up. Like literally killed like 300 of them. Just only the people that's moving. So the people that's standing there realize, well, this is some real life shit. We gotta
and that's basically the game.
Right. So every time they would play a different game. But there is
don't give a spoiler though.
But yeah, I'm giving a spoiler.
No.
Okay, all right.
Don't
So
want to
then
hear the spoilers.
you gotta watch the rest then. I'm done.
You're really out here giving all of the spoilers.
I'm done. But it is really, really good, including the last revelation at the end. I did not see that one coming.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Dude, don't say what the revelation was.
No, I'm not going to say what the
I
revelation
love a good twist. I love a twist. I love a twist. That's why I think a lot of people like clickbait, because they're like, everything is a twist.
Yeah. And with Squid Game, there was like, I think two revelations, because after that, the first revelation, I was like, okay, we figured it out. And then in the end, there was still another one. I'm like, yo, what the hell is happening? So, yeah.
I love what you call it, like shows with a twist in it. So I was just saying to a friend of mine, I got out of dance rehearsal last night and she was saying how she was running home to go watch clickbait. And I was like, I can't watch clickbait until I have hours upon hours upon hours to sit and be able to binge it as much as I possibly can, because I'm gonna be mad if I'm 4 episodes in and then I gotta go to bed because I gotta get up to come here in the morning. I don't like that.
Start it on the weekend.
I know, that's the plan. I was gonna actually start it this weekend. I was gonna have it playing while I put up my Christmas tree.
What?
Yes. I was supposed to put it up last weekend, but
what blasphemy is this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Christmas tree?
I'm wearing
Halloween is
clothes
not even
now.
done.
I don't care about nobody Halloween.
Thanksgiving is not even here.
I don't care about nobody Thanksgiving. I mean, I do love food, but I don't care about nobody.
So you're jumping straight to Christmas.
Yep. Right. If I really had the level of oomph that I would love to have, I would have put it up in August. The people who know me, especially people who follow me on my social media, they know as soon as they start seeing stuff about Christmas, they just tag me in it because they know that I'm just like, ooh, Christmas is almost here. It's almost time to put up stuff.
Let's pause here real quick. We're gonna get back to that. We're gonna get back to, because I want to explore this whole Christmas.
I don't understand why. Good morning, Nas the Empress.
Let me ask a question. So with Squid Game,
Rhythm, he gave a huge spoiler. What the mother? What is wrong with you?
I guess the spoiler was when people started getting shot. So in Squid Game, there are 2 things that are real. The phone number that they had to call is a real number. Okay. And the guy who owns the number started getting thousands and thousands and thousands of calls. Literally, he said his phone just keeps going all day.
Because now he needs to change his phone number.
Well, somebody offered to buy it from him for $85,000. Somebody
I would definitely sell my phone number.
I'm selling the number.
Because I mean, I've had my cell phone number. It's my second cell phone number. The first cell phone number I got, when I first got a cell phone, I got an AT&T phone, and it was like maybe for like a month because they gave me a phone and they gave me a plan that didn't coordinate with that phone. So the first bill was like $400, $500, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? I was probably like 19 maybe. I took it to the store. They was like, oh, they messed it up. So they waived all of the charges. Right. So I didn't have a cell phone again after that for like mad long. Then when I turned 20, when I was 20, I went and I got my first phone, which is this number that I have now.
You still have that
and
number.
I still have that number to now. Nice. Which is why when people be like, just give your number out. This is the one thing I hate about dating, having to give my number out to all these people. I don't like all these people having my number, because then random people be hitting you up. I don't like that. They be like, well, you could just block them. Why I gotta sit here and block all these people? Like, all these people just shouldn't have my number.
I agree.
Jesus. I know people who have had to change their number.
I've had my number for a while too. I've had my number since 2009.
Oh my God, I think it's been 20 years since I've had mine. Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not 20 years yet.
I've had my number 2009. And that's because when I was switching over, I think I switched over from, can't remember. I think, when I got the iPhone, I had to switch from T-Mobile to AT&T. And I couldn't get the number. The number couldn't port for whatever reason to the iPhone. Oh. And that's how I gave up my first number.
Every single time I switch, I take my number with me, and I don't care.
But ever since I've been taking my number with me.
I take my number. I don't want to change it. I know what it is. I just want to make sure that everybody. Riddle for sale said he's selling his yesterday. $85K. I like I said, I've had my phone. I have a relationship with my phone number. I love it so much. $85K though, you can have it. I'm okay. I can learn a new number to tell people. It's all right. I'm fine with it. A revelation for folks, in case they didn't know, the tree would be in my house, not yours. So it's all right. It's okay. It's fine. You do not have to see it every day. I would get to see it every day. I really don't understand. People be saying, I'd be like, I get it. You don't have to put yours up. I'm saying I'm putting mine up. Like, it's what I want to do in my house with my tree. So it's what I'm going to do. God bless. I know some people are like, oh my God, my sister.
I'm some people.
I know, it's okay. But that's you get to not put one up in your house. Congratulations.
Why are you being so annoying?
It's my house. I could do whatever I want with my house.
I know it's your house, but why you gotta be so Christmassy?
Let me go ahead and put it even more further. I don't just put a tree up. I put lights in the windows. I put up little decals. I don't put the lights up from now. Though on my balcony, I do have string lights on my balcony.
And you never took it down?
I never take them down. Oh. But the string lights are not like flashing Christmas lights. They're just gold lights that I keep on the backdrop of my balcony. So those are up all year round. But I put lights in the window. I put decals, Christmas trees, reindeers, snowflakes.
How early is too early? So why
August.
take them down? Why take them down? Why just not leave them up?
Because I feel as though you don't need to have a thing all the time. Like, how do I then miss it? How do I then, the same thing like with a partner. We don't need to be around each other all the time. As much as I love you, I don't need to see you all the time. Go live your life. Right. I allow Christmas to go live its life. And then when I'm ready for it again,
you pull it back in.
I pull it back up. So I put my decals.
In October.
Last year I did put it up in October. I think one year I wanted to put it up as early as August, and I was like, all right. I remember the first year after the divorce, the first Christmas after the divorce, I was like, I think that was the year I almost put it up in August. And then I ended up being like, all right, I'll just put it up a little bit later. Maybe it was September or something like that. I don't know. But I was like, yo, I don't live with anybody. Prior to being married, I moved back home because that's when I was saving up my money. And prior to that, I was living with my sister. We had an apartment together. And so when you living with people, you have to be mindful of, they might not want the tree up. So I didn't put the tree up. I live by myself. I don't got to make my house where y'all would like it.
You don't think something is wrong with putting up a tree in
What
September?
is wrong with it?
I don't know.
Does somebody die?
No.
Does somebody become sick?
No.
It just brings a little extra cheer. That's it. There's nothing wrong with it. It just brings a little extra cheer.
I'm learning a lot of things about you. I'm getting scared.
I don't understand why.
Christmas in October.
Don't understand. Let me tell you, if I'm dating somebody seriously too, they're coming to help me put my tree up.
I get it.
In October.
So Christmas.
The latest I've ever put it was November.
Before Thanksgiving.
When I live with people, the latest I will wait is the day after Thanksgiving. So the day after Thanksgiving, I've always had off from work, and so that day, Black Friday, I do my Black Friday shopping. I buy all my Christmas gifts on that day, and I put my tree up that day.
The day after Thanksgiving.
Yep. The Friday after Thanksgiving is the latest that I will wait. So now that I do it in October, I might not put everything up. So like I'll make sure that the actual tree is up by October. That's what I've done the last 2 years. I'll make sure the tree itself is up. And then by time the Black Friday comes, all of the things on the tree are up. So I decide what ornaments I want to put up. I decide what new, because I put a new ornament each year. Which one I want to put up for that. If I have a theme, the decals will be up by Black Friday, but I could put the tree up before that.
So it looks like you and Molly has a lot in common. She says she puts up a tree for Thanksgiving. She said it's said that people who put up the tree earlier are happier.
And I am pretty goddamn happy. I am. I almost came here wearing my Joy is Contagious shirt, and I was like, they don't need that sunshine so early in the morning. So I left it, and I decided to put on my Trust God and Chill. So there it is. I co-sign that. We are so much more happier, and that's why I said it's not doing anything bad. Like it doesn't do anything.
D-Nice says foolishness.
It's not in your house, bro. Y'all ever go in other people's house and tell them how to decorate? I have inflatable devices that go outside too, but the only reason I would put them up day after Thanksgiving. The only reason I have not put them up yet is because the first year, because I bought it as soon as I got the house. I bought the house in June. By July, I had these inflatables waiting for Christmas. I was like, oh my God. Ooh, I had one of those devices where you could shoot the shoot the hologram on it where it could do all the things. I have one of those. I have the inflatables. I was so excited, and somebody was like, "You don't have any plug outside, so you can't do that." And I was like, "What?" So it's literally just been, okay, I need to get the plug outside, and then I'm gonna put them up there. So
I know a good electrician.
I that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna make it happen.
I know a good electrician.
I'm gonna make it happen. So
you want the number?
let me tell y'all, my house has a white picket fence in front of it. All right, I am that person.
Do you want?
I am that person, and
you want?
getting proud.
Oh, good.
Or there could be a Scrooge if you want to. I don't care. I am happy and I love it, and it brings me joy. And so the things that bring me joy, I lean into.
So
that's it.
Let's finish the Squid Game thing.
No, because you're gonna give more spoilers.
No, I'm not. I'm done with spoilers.
No, I'm done with spoilers. No, I'm done with you giving out spoilers.
Yeah, I'm not giving any more. The person that's trying to buy the number from the guy is actually a politician, so that would make sense, right?
$85K.
Yeah, for $85,000, he's trying to buy that.
But if the constituents don't live in his part of town, what would be the point in that?
I guess he's for president, so
I
think it's something. So the other thing that I also saw, there was a bank account number in Squid Game, and people are sending money to it.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, people. And y'all talking about me. Y'all talking about me because I'm putting up my Christmas tree in October. Y'all like, oh my God, da, da, da. But they got people who see something on TV and I'm going to call this number. I'm going to send money to this account. Yeah, so put my bank account on TV then.
I want mine on there too. So that's all I'm going to say about Squid Game, because it seems like...
Yourself said that before there was block, she would change her number all the time. What? I couldn't imagine a life like that. So, and I don't know who Olga Tafian, I don't know who that is, but shout out to her for putting up her Christmas tree as well. Yes, to save yourself. Let there be light. I love it. And good morning, D Nice Trini. I don't think we said that.
She says a bright tree and the Joe Gibbs Reggae Christmas album is a good time.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah. I'm not as bad as my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law, he'll find the Christmas radio station, and he will start playing that all year round. He's one of the people. In one day, 3 different people reached out to me to tell me that they spotted Christmas decorations. Because again, people who know me. I used to be the person who would post in the middle of the summer and be like, "Oh my God, it's 81 weeks until Christmas, guys." Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Christmas is my favorite holiday. So people already know. Once the little breeze start blowing, they already know Sonia's about to start talking about putting up a tree. So 3 people in the same day hit me up last week. He was the first person to hit me up. By the time I wake up, he told me he went to Lowe's and there was Christmas decorations there. I said, "Ooh, I should put my tree up again," because I had already thought about it. Then another person hit me up and was like, they tagged me on a post that they saw where it said, "Oh my God, I feel a little breeze. Let me go put my Christmas tree up." That was the second person. And then a third person hit me up and said the same thing. And I was like, this is confirmation. That's the third person. It's time for me to put my tree up. See, shout out to you, Tree. She loves Christmas too. I love it. I love giving. I all year I keep a list, so I know like what I'm giving to people. Because I'm like, oh my God, I love getting people like the best gift ever. So like if somebody mentions something mad offhand and then they get it for Christmas, I'm like, see, I knew you wanted that. I'm so excited. So that's how I roll. So I love all of the things that make it come together. Yes, a good parang is good too.
So
of course.
Let me jump. Let's switch topics real quick. I'm not ready to get into the Christmas spirit yet.
It's okay. Yeah. And thankfully you don't have to.
Yeah, that's
you
okay.
don't have to.
So this song's a little back in our corner-ish, but
oh God.
So this is it. It says, "My girlfriend told me that I have what's called a boyfriend penis."
Wait, what? Oh, I think I did hear this.
Right? So me and my girlfriend were laying in bed and talking about sex. She brought up penis size, which is something I don't usually like to bring up because I think nothing good can come of it. Well, she asked me what I thought about the size of mine. And I said, I think it's a good size. So I asked her what she thought of it. And she said, I have a boyfriend penis. I was confused when I heard this and asked what she meant. She said, it's the perfect size for a long-term relationship. But for a one-night stand or a casual F-wit, it would be a bit lacking. I was taken back by this comment and left the room. When I came back, I told her the comment bothered me and she assured me that she was satisfied and that my penis is fine. She said, bigger penises need time to recover from and require too much prep. This didn't help at all. It's been a week since the comment, but I can't seem to shake it. Is boyfriend penis a real thing?
I believe so.
To the ladies. You believe so?
I believe so.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't there a Bacchanal Corner where the person was like how they dated somebody who had, oh, this reminds me, I said I was going to do something this morning. Good morning, Dobby. Sorry. Good morning, Dobby. Dobby is one of the amazing people that I know from church. And I saw her last night at dance rehearsal, and she gave me a look and said, oh, I've been watching you on your show. And I was like, hey, Dobby, good morning. Good morning to you, Dobby. I know you're listening. Hey. So like I was saying, I think that there was a Bacchanal Corner that we talked about before where there was, somebody was saying that they had somebody in a relationship who had a big penis and it was too much. Not too much in that it was too much after the fact. After she left the relationship, she was ruined for other people. I feel like that is the piece that this person is talking about. You want to have a situation where something a little average penis size is 5 inches to 5.5 inches, or actually 5.1 inches to 5.5 inches. So it's a situation where you don't want to have it too big. If it's too big, it becomes a situation where it's too much for some people. Everybody doesn't have the same length of a cervix. So if your cervix is not long enough, having too big of a penis is not a good thing. And so if the average length of a penis is 5 inches to 5.5 inches, then that is probably much more better than something that's way bigger, 8 and 9 inches and things like that. Even though he ain't had nothing I said.
Okay.
He just walked away in the middle of the conversation.
I'm agreeing with you.
What I said that you agreeing with?
You said bigger penises are not always the best.
Yes, but my long-winded answer was so much more sophisticated.
I know.
Yes. So that's the thing. And so I think boyfriend penises are a thing, because if somebody was really on the smaller side, it might be a situation where, like, as a one night stand, you can be like, nah, I don't want to deal with that. Mm-hmm. But on the flip side, over time, again, because most of the time, some people with bigger penises don't know what to do.
Okay.
So
any lady here, I need the ladies to answer, because I've never heard
Good morning, Miss Kiki.
I've never heard about girlfriend vagina. I just want to put that out there. Like,
we don't gotta have the same thing.
Your vagina is good for a one night stand, but you see a long-term relationship, probably not.
So everybody might not want a 9-incher. So good morning, Gigi.
So what is being said here is people with big penises can't have long-term relationships. That's what I'm hearing here.
No, you'll be hearing one thing and coming to the most ridiculous conclusions. Ridiculous. Oh. That's not what I said. I'm not saying that they can't have long-term relationships. I think anybody can have a long-term relationship if they try hard enough. And it has nothing to do with their penis size.
Really?
Yep. Okay. Nothing. Has all to do with their emotional intelligence. It has all to do with how they show up in the world and their character. That's what I think. But then I also recognize this is people who are in trash relationships and they've been together mad long. I literally have been thinking about a couple that I know where they're about to celebrate a milestone anniversary, and I'm just like, I don't really hear good things about them. Oh. You would think on the surface that they're a great couple, but knowing some of the ins and outs, they're not. I don't know. So it doesn't matter. I think the longevity of a couple doesn't really matter, because it depends on what people stay in bad situations for a long time on a regular basis.
Yeah, it happens.
There's people I know who marry 40, 50 years. They don't even speak to each other.
For 40 or 50 years?
Yep. They don't speak to each other.
Wow.
The first time I even heard that there were people who didn't have the same bedrooms is one of my ex-boyfriends. He had mentioned one time, I think it was the first time I went to his house. Yeah. He was like showing me around, like, this is this room, da 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 da. And then they said to me, oh, this is my mom's room. And then they said, oh, this is my dad's room. And I was just like, they sleep in separate places? And I guess the way that I asked it, they became really defensive, and they were like, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with their relationship, and da 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 da. And I was like, to me, that told me there probably was some things wrong with their relationship. Not the fact that they slept in separate bedrooms, but
the fact that he got so defensive.
Yes, like he knows, he's the only child, so he knows some things about the relationship that other people would not, because he lives with them. And so maybe he knows something beyond that. But there are couples who are very loving to each other who sleep in other rooms. I had a coworker who she told me every once in a while she wouldn't sleep in the same bedroom with her husband. Not all the time, but every once in a while.
So Sis Says Yourself said, I don't want king ding-a-ling. I have things to do the next day like apple picking.
Hello.
I don't have time for recuperating after each sexual encounter.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I know somebody who was dating somebody a couple of months ago, and they were like, "It's too." Yeah, they was like, "Oh, it's too much, too much." They was like, "It's big and it's nice," but they was like, "Oh, this is a lot." I know I have a cousin who was dating somebody who she would always want to do missionary.
Yeah.
For that reason, because it was
Anything
just like,
else was.
yeah, it was like anything else is too painful. Yeah. No, missionary's great. It's great.
Put a mic on.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, missionary is great. So.
Turn it down a little bit too. A mic. Turn it down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
No, that's not hers. That's mine. The one you just turned on.
I know. I thought you said to turn yours down.
No, hers. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think missionary is great, but there are some people who would like to try different things with their significant other. Somebody you're gonna have long-term sex with, you should keep it spicy. You should keep it exciting. So you should do different things. And if sometimes if it's too big, you can't do a lot of things. There's not a lot of things that you can do. So there's that.
The question I have here is that would you disqualify somebody being your boyfriend if they have too big of a penis?
That's a good question.
Yeah, because it seems like when the
you can't get sex often. You just can't, because
I know, but
she's gonna have to have time to recuperate.
So recuperate then.
Nah, it don't work like that, baby. Like, you gotta make sure that we already know she gonna snap back. Okay, that's what she was made to do, is to snap back. But at the same time, it's just like,
let the people see
at
your
what
pretty
expense?
face.
So Miss Kiki to you says, I know dudes that have larger than average penis size and can't keep relationships because of their size. But
Because
get
they
plenty
think
of booty calls from women.
Yep.
They think that their penis is
Gigi
is
said,
that's
I
it.
wouldn't have sex with my ex on the weekends because he would put me to sleep and my whole day would be wasted. Jicky Johnson said, I am at work dying. I came in late for this. I just can't. Gigi says, no, but you can't be a fling if you don't have a fling level piggy.
Okay.
Yeah. And to Miss Kiki's point, I think that's the boyfriend penis thing, right? Like something that you can be able to deal with on a regular basis. Right. That's why people be like, oh, I want somebody with I want him to knock the back. You don't want that all the time. You think you want that all the time because you don't get it enough.
You don't want your back blown out every day.
Bro.
Not the back of my cervix, no. True story.
I said, wow.
Again, good morning, Dobby.
How did we get here?
True story. Give us. You giving us
True
a story?
Okay. I have an ex who loved to make this joke in front of his family. I hope he was making this in front of his friends, that he literally blew my back out one time. Yeah. When I found out that I had a herniated disc. Yeah. It was because my back would blow out like every 6 months. And the last time that it blew out, it was a day after we had a very rigorous session. Yeah. And the next day I couldn't really walk. I couldn't stand upright or whatever. But I found it wasn't because of him. It was because I had herniated discs in my back from a car accident that had never, I didn't know about. And so after that, that's when I started going to the chiropractor. Yeah. But all of that.
So Nas the Empress says, yes, it would. Because if we're supposed to be having regular sex and it hurts every time, it's a no for me, dog.
I don't think no, we're not gonna go there. No, you know what? Today's Friday. First of all, are you making sure? Homegirl said it takes 18 to 40 minutes for the vagina to be well. No.
Homegirl don't know what the F she talking about.
Yes, she does, and that's the problem with y'all.
Yes, y'all don't listen.
We trying to tell y'all exactly how we want y'all to make sure that she is okay, so that we can continue to get our back blown out. Okay, these big penis men, y'all not making sure her vagina is well lubricated. And I'm dead serious. So, y'all just ramming that shit in there because y'all see a little trickulation. That don't mean nothing, baby.
Pain does not indicate that there's pleasure. I saw like OJ King said, come on, ladies, no pain, no gain.
Listen,
y'all.
That lady, I've seen like
that lady is literally a sex educator.
And I've seen two different sex dispute that. saying that for every person, it's a different scenario, and to paint one like
that's why she
broad,
had the variations between
but
18
that's broad.
and
18 to 40 something is 20 something minutes.
That's exactly the point. To talk about the different spectrum. 18 to 40 something minutes. That's the spectrum.
All right.
So.
Again, a man telling us about how our vagina is supposed to work.
Nobody was saying that shit though until she said it.
And thank you, Nas the Express.
We've been saying it, but y'all don't like to listen.
Thank you very much. She said sex isn't supposed to hurt. Exactly, which is why like saying, "Oh, I want to blow the back of her cervix." It's not supposed to be painful. Sex is not and this is what I meant the other day when I said sometimes people. That's why I said she don't know. That's why I said people who have inundated themselves in watching a lot of porn, especially from a very young age, they have these misconceptions about how sex is supposed to go. And some of those women who are like, oh yeah, I want to do that, I want them to do this, that, and third, because they're watching porn and that's how those people are having sex, and that's what they think is supposed to happen. That's not how it happens. There's a podcast that I listen to. He always talks about how when he first got married, he assumed that sex was always going to be like this super spontaneous thing that happened. He's like, yo, what you see in the movie, that never happens. Nobody is like walking in the house and pulling the clothes off and jumping into like, that's Hollywood. That's not real. It's not real. A real relationship where you're having sex on a regular basis, you might get that a couple of times, which is great, and you might have great sex all of the time, but it doesn't look like what it looks like on TV.
Let me
things there.
Or specifically in porn, it more than likely doesn't look like that.
Let me put a question to the women in here. Who here is taking 20 to 40 minutes to get turned on? What was it? Aroused.
That's why a lot of women do not know what the hell an orgasm is. Like, I
think that's unrelated.
That's cute.
I think that's unrelated.
I don't think it's unrelated.
That's cute. What do you think? Y'all don't take anything.
Do you know how many women who have never had an orgasm?
Y'all can start y'all penis and y'all come.
I've seen women.
That's because of the lack of education.
I've seen women who can have an orgasm in 2 to 3 minutes
because she knows her body. If she's depending on you,
how many women do you know that have no, I can't even ask you because I was about to say I remember watching a video that a sex educator did, and they were asking different men like about whether or not like the women always has an orgasm, and then they read the statistics that women gave in about how often they actually have orgasm, and it was so far from what the men said, and the men was like, no, every woman I've been with that has an orgasm. Women fake it a lot, especially if they love you. Especially if they love you, they fake it a lot. They do. And I think, again, I do believe that it's because of the lack of sex education. Sex education for a very long time was mimicked. Women's health was mimicked over what the male's body was. And so for a very, very long time, they were like all these ideas about how a woman's body works based off of a man's body. Our bodies are not the same. It just doesn't work that way. And so we have to be, I think, educated to what is actually real and not go by what we think it's supposed to be and how we think sex is supposed to go. And a lot of women I don't want to put people in the chat out there, but if you literally ask a woman, if you took a random sample and asked how many of them have actually seen their vagina.
Ooh, wow.
There's a lot of grown women who have never seen their vagina.
Never looked at it.
Yep.
That's sad.
Yep. But that's to be expected.
How do they know like if something's not right?
They don't. They may hear burning or itching, or that's how they know. They don't know what it looks like. There are people who don't know what a clitoris looks like. There's a lot of people who don't know what a clitoris looks like.
I heard that.
No. Literally, like if I pulled up the symbol for a clitoris and I just posted it and I didn't say it was a clitoris, people wouldn't know that it's a clitoris. Yeah. It's like kind of like a hook. The full clitoris is kind of like a hook. A lot of people don't even know what that looks like. So y'all know I've said before, I don't have sex until I'm actually in a relationship with a person. But prior to, I have lots of conversations about it because I want to know what he knows and what he doesn't know. So I'll be asking people if they know what the clitoris look like. We ain't about to get up in the bedroom and you ain't gonna know what to do with what you got.
So my question again to the women on the chat, how long does it take you to get aroused? How many of y'all are willing to sit down for 40 minutes to be played with?
That's not everybody.
full.
You can't do just 40 minutes.
I'll just read some of the stuff that I'm seeing here. Sis Save Yourself first said, yes. Also, some big penises think that's all they need and neglect other sexual activities, just like small penis give well-rounded sex. I do agree with that. Gigi said, pain is pleasure and pressure bust pipes. And you like it. That's a song. So there's that. This is after Empress Rose said sex isn't supposed to hurt. Miss Kiki said, that's usually young women that say those things about getting their back blown out. Very true. D Nice Trini said 40 minutes is too long in a serious relationship. We ain't that kind of time. We don't got that kind of time. You make time. And again, we're not talking about getting literally like getting wet or being ready to go. We're talking about arousal.
Right.
Two different. We had that conversation. Two different things. Nas the Empress says, "Oh hell no." Women have said that foreplay is important. I have always said men learned a lot of what they know about sex. They learned it from porn. Absolutely. She also said, and that's a hill I will die on. Girl, we ain't gonna let you down that hill. We gonna make sure we shout it out to the rooftop so you don't have to die. Miss Kiki said, and she may be taking it. Yep. To her point of that's usually young women who are getting their back blown. They're literally just taking it. They're not actually participating in the sex themselves. They're being objectified while they're having sex, but they themselves are not enjoying it, but they're getting their back blown out and they're like, oh my God, they're thinking that something's happening. Then you actually have sex with somebody who's making love to your body, and then you're like, wait, so then what the hell was that all that time? And then that's when people usually start having orgasms. I just want to put it out there. OJ King, to me, sex is not only about the jam. If partners consider and try to please their partners by doing other things along with the sex, the overall experience would be better. Absolutely agree. D Nice Trini, how is that our fault if it take all you so damn long? I know that's what you was like, yes, for the Tony and you could not see that, and we're not. And to D Nice Trini, I would say to that is, again, this is what it means with boyfriend penis and otherwise. Somebody that you're in a relationship with, wouldn't you want them to enjoy the sex that they're having? So wouldn't you want them to be fully aroused and ready to go? And I say that with the mindset of sex doesn't have to start the minute that you get into the bedroom or wherever it is that you've decided to have sex. Throughout the whole day, you could be doing stuff like that are sexy, sexting, but aren't necessarily sex things. Right. There have been, I've heard some mothers who are married with kids who will say things like, my husband does this, and a third before the end of the night because he knows that I get tired. We both worked all day. So he takes on certain chores because he wants to make sure that I got the energy at the end of the day. And to them, that's sexy. So right. There's all these different things that you could be doing. By the time you get to the bedroom, you're not waiting 40 minutes by the time you get to the bedroom. If you've been putting in the work, you don't got to worry about that. And thank you, Nas, for sharing. We appreciate your testimony. She said, I faked so many orgasms. OJ King tried to tell the fellas, if you don't eat your women, you will get horn. Ooh, Jesus.
Some of us eat it and we still get it horn.
Oh my God. Oh yes, and Miss Kiki for you, thank you. She said there's a difference between coming and having an orgasm also. Absolutely. Juki.
I think I could attest to that.
Yes. Juki Johnson said something. Where did it go?
No talking crap. However, meet women who have not had an orgasm. We are speaking of grown women. The attraction mentality at times are how they gain a true orgasm.
Yes. And that's what I mean. And that's why I say, like, a lot of times y'all be like, oh no, but it's this. That's what I've seen, like, these big accounts like Shade Room or Boil Alert or Spiritual Word. They'll post things like, if the guy had a small penis, would it matter? Or yesterday they posted something that said, if you were in a relationship with somebody and they treated you really good and this, that, and the third, but the sex wasn't, they didn't say it was whack or trash. They said the sex wasn't as good as it could be or whatever. Would you stay? Or they didn't, I don't think it said trash specifically, but it just was like the sex isn't good. But they love you. They respect you. You never have to worry about anything. They're just, it's a great relationship. Would you stay? And so many comments from women were like, I will try to work with this person. I'll stay in a relationship. I'll try to work with this person. I know women who are married to people who fall into that category. But so many men were in the comments, here come the lies, here come the this. Y'all be making up y'all own ideas about what happens just because you not good in the bedroom and you also don't listen. That's probably why she left. People would be willing to.
Why you coming
I'm looking in this direction.
Why you coming at?
Because the camera's there. I'm looking in this direction. I'm just saying, you do be out here hollering about this 119. So I think it's really about the ability to be able to, people who are in a relationship and they are getting fulfilled in all of these different things. You're not having sex 24 hours in your relationship. And so if the sex is not great, it's not like amazing, people, I think women are probably more likely to try to work with you to say, okay, maybe he has to learn my body. Maybe I have to learn, maybe he doesn't know what I like, They're willing to try to do those things before. Most women, I believe, would be, from what I've seen.
We got great comments coming. Keep writing some of them.
Gigi said, I be getting aroused from, I walk through the door if I like you. Arousal doesn't mean foreplay, in my honest opinion. Gigi also said, if you have game, I could be getting aroused on the way over. Absolutely. That's how I feel. Like, people who I've been with, I've been very upfront to be like, don't expect me to just be, no, I need you to be put into work throughout. Okay. So throughout the day, and it's not, I don't need a dick pic. I don't, please don't send this to me. I'm good on that. But there are ways that I think once you learn your partner, you know what makes them aroused. You could do those things before it even gets to that place. Who else we have here? Gigi said, I like being objectified. Sis Save Yourself says, depends on the person. Gigi, sorry. You like being objectified. Would you want, if you were in a relationship with somebody, you want to be objectified all the time? Sis Saves Yourself, depends on the person. Sometimes the energy is on point, and then it's like she's got to have it.
If y'all did not see that show, by the way, Shorty she had several different sex partners.
She's gotta have it. Oh. It's based off the Spike Lee movie. They remade it and put it on Netflix. Yes. Netflix. It has 2 seasons that's on Netflix. It's probably still up, but the original She's Gotta Have It is a movie that was like, I think in the 80s or the early 90s it came out. That Spike Lee did, where it's a woman who she owns her sexuality. She has different people who she has sex with for different reasons. And she goes into, and throughout the show, she, breaks the third wall and she talks about these people and why they're there. And, this is that and the third. The remake, her name is Nola Darling. Yes. In the remake, it was just brought up to 2000 speed and kind of like did it in that. I think it's based in Brooklyn.
Yes, definitely is. I think
very, very good.
Was it Bed-Stuy?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
I want to say Bed-Stuy.
DJ Hurricane said he agrees with Denise Trini. Nas the Empress said, can we also acknowledge that an emotional connection plays a big part? Absolutely. That's what I meant when I said I don't need a big pic. If throughout the day, oh my God, you telling me I'm getting my words of affirmation throughout the day?
You're wonderful. You're beautiful.
Beyond that, I know I'm beautiful. Some of those, I'm cool with it. Yeah. But
oh my God!
If I really like somebody and they be telling me how they like me so much, I'd be like, tell me what you like about me. If all of the stuff is physical, I start to get turned off.
If all the stuff is physical,
I start to get turned off.
Oh wow!
Because I mean, I've looked like myself for all my life, and I think as women, by the time you start getting a little hip, you hear that stuff all the time, and I'll be like, the person I'm really with.
What? So minus the physical attributes.
Sonia, look at me. I loves you, girl. Like
minus the
you
physical
my spirit animal.
Minus the physical attributes. What can a man tell you that's non-physical that's sexy to you?
Oh my God! If a guy tells me that I mind upped him, I love that. I love that. Oh God,
she's melting.
I know. I really have. I do. Oh my! Like a really good deep conversation really, really does it for me. But what I'm saying is that like when I'm dating somebody, if the only things they have to tell me are about what I look like, that turns me off. Because if I'm dating you, I've given you an opportunity to see beyond the curtain.
Right.
And so you know so many other things about me. Yeah. And if the only thing that you can tell me that you like about me is what I look like, I'm just kind of like, have you been paying attention?
Nope.
Because I don't think that's my greatest attribute.
Right, but I'm trying to figure out like what non-physical thing to you would be sexy.
You have to know that person.
Like I said, I love when.
So I'm coming over to my random girlfriend's house or whoever.
Is she random or is she your girlfriend?
My girlfriend.
Yes,
my girlfriend.
It's your girlfriend.
My girlfriend. Coming over to her house. Like, yeah, baby, I'm coming. I'm gonna tear that ass up.
No.
You're just having a regular. It's not about sex.
Can you guys?
My bad.
I
apologize.
Pause.
Go ahead.
Pause it. Right. So I'm trying to get into that non-physical space. And what should I tell her? And
it depends on that woman.
You
I
just
think.
spoke about it, and in my head, I'm like, okay, what the hell can I say that's not around something?
But that's what I'm saying. I think because the first thing you said, and I think Consuelo, you can you can correct me if I'm wrong. The first thing you said, I'm coming to my girlfriend's house, and I'm like, oh baby, I'm gonna get it. I can't wait to you know. For me, like I said, if I'm talking to somebody and if they can keep me aroused all day before I even get there, and it doesn't have to be they don't have to be talking dirty to me, i.e. making sexual comments specifically. If they're talking to me and they're giving me words of affirmation that sometimes they'll have nothing to do with sex, but they're just pouring into me, that makes me feel good. Going to Nas the Empress point about the emotional connection, they're warming me up already. So by the time he gets to me at the end of the day, if he's been warming me up, sometimes putting in stuff that is sexual, sometimes putting in stuff that's beyond that, then by the time it gets it, I'm already like, oh man, I can't wait to be close to this person.
Right. But I don't think
that sets the tone.
I don't think that's like if I'm trying to get sexy, right? I don't think like, okay, let me get into her head. But during the day, through a regular conversation, I would probably like, you're amazing, right? The way you take care of this, so those are the non-physical attributes. But the minute time we get to that point, all right, it's going to the bedroom. I think my mind switched off from anything like that.
And that's fine.
And that probably would get you aroused, right? Those non-physical attributes.
Yeah, but I wasn't talking about during sexy time. I was talking about before sexy time.
Right.
So in sexy time, I'm not gonna think he's gonna be pumping and be like, "Girl, your brain is so big." No, I'll probably bust out laughing because I'll be like, "You so stupid." But I'm not talking about while you're having sex. I'm talking about the lead up.
I hate
the lead up. You love it here.
I do.
You absolutely love it here.
She's like,
You so stupid.
Tell me again how big this head is.
Because I don't know, like I would laugh at it because I know that he'd be trying to be funny. Because the type of people that I dated, I had these kinds of conversations with them, and so they would know that they would probably do that to make fun of me while we're having sex.
Like you said, words of affirmation. Tell me what I mean to you.
Yeah.
All
like
of that
what
good
you said,
stuff.
You're so amazing. I love that.
And then
all before
you switch it in and you gonna tell me how you gonna please me to
Yeah.
I'm leaving work early.
Because I needed to clear that up because I'm like, let's
in
say
that moment,
we put in all that
saying.
Work during the week, right? And he's like, okay,
hopefully during the day.
During the week.
I know, right? I was
That's
like,
a long time to be
right?
stewing in some stuff.
So it's building up. No, I'm talking about, let's say somebody you're not at the same crib with or whatever. You've seen them on the weekend or whatever, right? So you heading over, but after getting them there, at that point, all I'm thinking like, yo, I want to clap them cheeks, girl.
Facts.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But when I was saying that I say something beyond, I said if I'm talking to somebody and all week all they've been telling me is I want to clap some cheeks, everything is physical, then that's what I meant.
I get that.
That's what I meant when I said that would turn me off.
Because I needed to clear that up.
Yeah, in the moment. Girl, talk about the cheeks. If you want to talk about the cheeks, do what you got to do.
I'm like, what am I telling you right now?
No. I know your brain was like,
yeah. My brain started burning up. They're like, okay, so what do I say here?
I didn't read the whole thing that OJ King said, but it says if a woman is really into a man and his presence, the way he carries about himself and the way he treats her stimulates her mind, body, and soul is problems because she wouldn't want to leave you alone at all. Like, damn, yes, that's how I feel. Like, it's just great.
Sis,
just being next to him, breathing. Yes, I'll tell you something. When I really like a dude, he can't breathe on my neck. Do not breathe on my neck because I'm ready to bust it wide open. Do not breathe on my neck.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wild and Holy PE.
Dobby, I hope you're sleeping. I hope you're sleeping right now, Dobby.
Like, don't touch the stomach either, because like soon as I know you go, I'll be like, stop.
I need to read this comment. Sis, save yourself. So, no lie, I got turned on when this guy showed me his wireless soundbar and reassembling his car's interior. But I'm different.
No, sis, let me tell you something, right?
You need to find a man like me.
Sis, I understand what you. I tell people all the time.
Set up your soundbar all day.
When Patrick is towing, just the fact that he just jumping in this big old truck and then he got the trailer and he doing that, I'd be like, yes, daddy.
I think those things.
Do you want to stop at a gas station real quick? No, because let me tell you something. I don't think I could deal with a man that's not manly. I need you to be able to fix things in the house. I need you to be able to fix things in the car. I need you to be able to educate me.
I can't cook, but I could fix the shit out of something.
Don't worry
about
cooking because I'm not about to die. I love you though. But no, when he does those kind of things and when we at the racetrack and he's racing and we doing illegal activities and he win a race, I'll be like, yes, that's mine.
So somebody just popped in. I have no idea who this is. This is the first time I'm seeing this name.
They was like, I need to be a part of this conversation.
K-Soul NYC. Good morning. Coming out of lurk mode. If you're simply laying with a person listening to music, then the person starts listening to your heartbeat and it shows you music that sounds like their heartbeat. It's different. Metaphysical and sexy.
Okay, so I need you to stay out of lurk mode. Do you understand me? All the time. Present in this conversation.
You know what's so funny? I was going through my old statuses one day, and you know, you can see the memory, and you're like, oh, well, which one will I share? I had posted something where I basically said that. I said, sometimes God wakes you up in the morning just to be able to hear your heart beating in somebody else's chest. When you're in that space, the music is playing, and they just like, oh, wait, hold on, look at this.
Listen, we were supposed to go at a break, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. It'd be a lot.
Speak your piece, my darling.
A lot. It is a lot. And I think that again speaks to that emotional connection and just connecting with somebody on a much deeper level. Like, I will tell you, when that started happening, that's when I started having orgasms.
Oh, another person jumped out of lurk mode too. DJ Cena.
All right, I find these ladies
Good
getting
morning,
turned
Bob.
on with these because it's the truth. Yo, my husband, when he jump in his little stick shift car and he just did, and he be like, "Babe, change the gear for me." I'd be like, "Okay, Daddy."
And
let me tell you something. That's why I feel nobody can be my husband. I don't care what nobody say. It's just
that's why he's your husband.
Factual information.
It's getting a little moist around here.
I know. So we need to take the break, but we can come back and continue the conversation. We can take a quick break. Yes, we can do a quick break because I want to talk to D Nice's point. He says so the ladies don't have no work to do. That's not what we're saying. But we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back. All right.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment, has to offer good music, good times, where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is The Wake Up Call.
Good morning.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment, has to offer good music, good times, where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is The Wake Up Call.
Good morning! You hear the man? He said edgy, witty, and raw. That's how we like it. That's all we're saying. Yes. We like it edgy, witty, and raw. To D Nice Trini's point, so the ladies don't have work to do. I don't believe anybody is saying that. I believe there is work that has to be done on the other side. I think that the problem is that there's different kind of work and it might take more work, or I'm going to stick with different, not more. It's different kind of work that you have to do with a woman because again, our bodies are different. Whereas for a guy, I mean, sometimes y'all wake up with wood. Sometimes y'all just wake up that way. Like there's that.
I woke up like this.
Do you know? So
I woke up like this.
I've been with my husband for a very long time, right? And I was young. Mm-hmm. And I always was like, yo, why y'all wake up like that? So I just thought that you was ready, like you was ready. And then one day I went to experience this thriller ride, and I was like, but it don't feel the same. Like the sleeping Woody and the aroused Woody is two different Woodies.
Yes, amen.
And I didn't know that. It felt good though, but
amen.
Still, that's neither here nor there.
And I do believe too that you should be, as women, you should be pouring into the person that you're with prior to getting to the bedroom as well. Like I think a part of what revs guys up sometimes is knowing that you're excited to get into the bed with them to clap cheeks. That's what I think.
Buddy.
So people who I've dated, they've been known to get some nice photos. I don't be sending nudes, but I got a little lingerie.
How about I found out that my husband had pictures of me and I didn't even know he had pictures of me?
They'll sit there, they'll take certain pictures. Feel free. Like, I'll pose for you too. What you want? How you want to make this do? It don't gotta be in the bedroom. I've gotten on top of this dining room table. What happened? What you want to do? Okay. This is when I was married. when I was married, sometimes I would be getting up for the work in the morning, and I'd be like, you know what? And before I put on my work clothes, I'd put on some lingerie. I'd put myself in weird places in the house, and be like, clip, clip, and then I would just have them saved. And then at some point during the day, I'd be like, bloop, floop, there you go, floop. That's it. But I feel like that's a part of the revving up, so that he knows that you're already excited. And I think guys want to know that you're enjoying yourself. Facts. If I'm letting you know that I'm waiting, I'm ready to go.
Let me make a public service announcement here. To all the fellas that's listening right now, take notes. The ladies are telling us what works for them. Sometimes as guys,
it's gonna take 18 to 40 minutes.
We like to that shit is, and I've heard it from 2 other experts that saying that's not necessarily the case. No, they didn't say it's ghetto. They're just saying that's not necessarily the case. That thing is just too hyper specific, and for every situation it will be different. So don't just go in there thinking it's gonna be 18 to 40 automatically. So I'm not saying that you don't have to take the time to know your woman and get her there, but that locked in.
I tried to watch all the time, but it didn't work out too well. Just to see, like, all right, we started this time.
Okay. I think you just have to feel through the experience and communicate through the experience.
Absolutely. And I think that's the problem why a lot of women don't have orgasms, or they don't, like they're not enjoying the time, or it takes them a really long time to get aroused. They're not communicating what they like, what they don't like. They'll have a conversation in a group chat after. And that's not helpful. That's not helpful to you in the bedroom. And in one of the comments in yesterday's post that I saw about would you leave the guy, a woman was in there saying that she was like, I wouldn't leave because you have different sex with different people. And so, like, let's say not us, but the sex that Kareem may have with Consuela may be different from the sex that he has with me versus the sex that he has with To Save Yourself or whoever, because it's different. Because there's different people produce a different chemistry. I believe that in terms of relationships, like, people can be able to shift and change and grow and evolve in terms of, like, I'm a different person like with you versus you.
Pheromones to me, like, bro, let me sniff your neck real quick. I just want to, and it might be a little crazy, but that work. Like, when your parents used to say you smell like outside? Sometimes I'd be wanting my man to smell like he had a hard day's of work, just a little bit. I don't want the funky part. I just want that, like, yes, I've worked hard. I could clearly see that you worked hard. Like, that kind of pheromone. Lord, bless you, Jesus. Bless you. But yeah, it's just like that.
It'll be different, but it's about those two people putting in the work to make the sex what it is. And so if you're like, I think there are some people, men and women, who just show up at the bedroom and they expect, because I've had a lot of sex, that it's automatically going to be good. But to the point, study your partner. That's what I think it is. Like, study your partner. At the end of the day, study what they like in the bedroom, study what they like outside of the bedroom. And all of those things together can make the sexual experience better. And to Empress' point, she wrote later, she said, the emotional connection is the cheat code. I do believe that. Go ahead and drop your thing. Drop your tune.
All right, so we can close it down before we go into the back of the corner.
Before we go to it, I only want to point out what Jackie Johnson, he literally just put it in the chat. He said, certain women are not aware how to keep the spice going on a long-term basis. Had to leave a woman because of that. If it's one-sided, keeping the fire is at most or it will be boring, and in my humble opinion, will not last. Spice is life. Yeah. The reason why I wanted to highlight his, because I don't want people to think that it's only about what the woman needs in the bedroom. I think for a long time it was only about what men need in the bedroom, and that's not what we're saying. Both people should be pouring into. You should be studying your partner, period. Whoever that partner is, a man or a woman. Study your partner, find out what they like. Find out what turns them on outside of the bedroom so you can be able to do the things. This is why love languages also is important. You don't find out what your love language is so that you can do that to other people. You find out what your love language is so that you can communicate that to your partner so they know how to connect with you. And that is a lot of the time the problem. So to all of the men out there, I hope that people do not just look at you for your morning wood. I hope that there's a woman in your life, or there's going to be a woman in your life, who looks at you, studies you, and finds out what you like and listens to the things that you say that you like, and they want to be able to show up in that way for you. And I hope you're showing up in that way for her too. Facts. Everybody deserves a good orgasm. Now we can go to the back of our corner. Yes, Mr. Garland.
Good banana, long banana. She want country and tongue banana. Good banana, strong banana. The girl want the good long banana. Best banana, yes banana. She want north, south, east, west banana. Nice banana, good price banana. The girl want the banana. Them girl don't want no banana unless it's spotless and clean. Them girl don't want no bananas if them fig and them looking young and green. Them kind of young fig is too much seen. They don't look fast, too much clean. And them kind of young fig could make me sick. One to get tie up your belly quick, quick.
Good morning, Sunshine Tina.
Come down, come me. Come, I want some now.
Yeah, when the lover come down for you, when the lover come down for you, y'all call me, let me hammer you.
18 minutes, you're mad.
When the lover come down for you, when the lover come down for you.
You know what she told me? After 2 minutes.
Y'all call me, let me
After 2
hammer
minutes.
you. She said she can't wait. She said
The lover come down.
she can't wait. She said
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
All right, okay, back in our corner already.
Yes. You gonna go ahead and read?
Sure, you want me to? No problem. Anything for you. Spirit animal. All right. I met the love of my life. This beautiful woman was so perfect. I could not believe she was still single. Well, after dating her for 6 months, I figured out exactly why she's not married. She has a bizarre, nasty habit. It all started to go downhill when I took her around my friends for the first time. We went to a house party and had a good time eating and drinking. The next day, my friend called me upset because someone had relieved themselves in the bathroom drawer. To put it politely, it was not urine.
What?
He thought someone had too much to drink and made a mistake. 2 months later, my lady and I went to play cards at another friend's home. The next day, my buddy called me and was very upset because someone had relieved themselves in his son's closet.
Oh my God.
It's odd to me that it's happened twice, but I don't dwell on it. A week later, my lady and I went to my brother's house for a cookout. The next day, the same thing. My brother called me and said he had discovered a mess on the backseat of his SUV. Now there have been 3 incidents, and it's starting to get really weird.
Only now?
So I mentioned it to my girl. I told her that everywhere we had been, someone had left a surprise for the homeowner each time. Her response blew my mind. She shamefully admitted that it was her all 3 times. She said she can't help it. She likes to relieve herself in odd places when she goes out. She said she tried therapy for many years, but nothing has worked. I consulted a psychiatrist on my own, and he said that is a problem that is very common and that I should stay with her and support her. I was going to marry this woman, but now I'm thinking that the marriage would not be a good idea. What's your advice? Should I throw in the towel now or stay with her and help her through this?
Seems like he has a shitty problem.
Literally.
You're a terrible human being. Terrible.
What can we say?
No. First of all, let me just look at these comments because I need a minute.
What says you, Kareem?
Oh,
What says me?
my God. Good morning, DJ Beard. Good morning, Black Wolf.
For once, I have no words.
Yo, this is just
man go.
no.
I don't know what to do.
I'm seeing a no. I can't. Yo, lots of emojis. What in the hell?
No
Oh,
lie.
hell nah.
No lie, but this situation sounds messy.
Oh my God. I already see Sunshine Tina has put in a possible response for him. She said she can't drink or take your side piece with you. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't even think that's that.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the drinking or because she said when she's out.
She likes to do that. Like that's her
That's a
stim.
psychological problem.
No, that's her stim. That's what gets her off. And that I'm not meaning in a sexual matter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying people have weird stims. Like people like to tap, people like to shake. Her stim is shitting.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Literally.
NYA Rob. They said run. Everybody's
Abort
like abort mission.
Maybe she needs a team
That's
of
just pure
psychiatrists.
nasty on a
I
high
don't know
level.
about y'all, but just listen to the situation and I'm pooped.
Just stop. You're a hot doodle mess. Somebody said bye, boo boo.
He better do not marry her.
He said he wanted to marry this person. I feel bad.
Well, he just can't take her out no more.
That's what I'm saying. If you really love this person, but this is my thing too. I kind of feel like,
you know what they should do? Anytime he got a call, they should just like, if you know, shit in a shoe or shit in the, just wrap it up with a garbage bag and then smear it all over her shit.
Walk with a Ziploc.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. If you really want to be with this woman, you're now aware. You could be able to go ahead and walk with a Ziploc, and or the what you call it is that when this happens, when she gets this feeling, y'all could go into a space, go do what you need to do, and then y'all clean it up before y'all leave.
Imagine holding your girlfriend's hands while she takes her shit.
Yes. But I kind of feel like, yo, you were about to marry this woman, but she didn't trust you enough to tell you that she had this problem. She just was doing it at all your friends' places and not telling you. To me, that's a problem. That's the root of the problem.
He got to walk with those little doggy bags to pick up the shit.
Yeah, or a pooper scooper.
Every time you go out with your girl, you got to walk with
a pooper scooper.
You know what's crazy? Because I read something. No, I lied. It was a voice note, and this girl called her.
Somebody said she's a duck.
Her best friend's phone, and she's like, she went to use the bathroom at her boyfriend's house. She took a shit in the toilet, and the shit wasn't thinging. So she took the shit and put it in the cat litter box. And the boyfriend asked her, did you just shit in my litter box? And she admitted it, and she's calling her friend like, I don't know what to do. Come pick me up. I don't want to be here anymore. Like, she was just...
This is just terrible.
That's what they should do. Ooh. Carry out a cat litter box.
So she could... No, but...
Or litter.
But this is the thing. If the sensation that she's getting is from pooping in certain places, the litter box is not going to help. Because I was even thinking about the cleanup afterwards. For her, the whole thing might be about pooping somewhere and leaving it somewhere they can find later. And so clean it up afterwards might not be getting her rocks off. So that's why I'm like, maybe if he's aware now, maybe she goes, she does her thing and he circles back to make sure that it's cleaned up before they go. If that's the reason why she's getting her rocks off. That's a lot of
circling around.
That's I 100% agree. But that's what he talking about. I love her. I want to be with her. Da da da. If this is the only thing, and you are willing to do this, then by all means. But I feel some type of way that you was in love with somebody and somebody professes to be in love with you. He didn't say she's in love with her, but I'm assuming that she's in love with him.
If he wants to get married.
Yeah, I'm assuming the relationship is at that level. Why would she not have told him about this already? Why would you be in this level of relationship and go 3 different places for his people and then shit there, leave it there, and then have him find it later? I don't. Why would you not share that? You need that's something you got to be able to share. If you did it the first time and then it happened and you're like, oh, how? Like, no, I'm sorry. If I'm gonna rock with you and be able to help you,
would you stay with somebody with that situation?
I don't know. If
they're willing to work on it, like, I know this is a problem. I'm willing to put in some work. So it.
But she has went to several psychiatrists over a course
that's what I'm saying.
Years.
She's actually done the work trying to fix this. So and he said he went to a psychiatrist himself.
And he said, and the psychiatrist had the audacity to say that is normal. Like it's not normal in the sense that, but normal in the sense that there are people that do this.
There are kids who suffer from peeing and pooping in certain places, but
I have not seen Nathaniel in a few days.
She needs a dude. Gigi says she needs a dude with a poop fetish that ain't this dude. That is a possibility. A pot for every lid.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh my Jesus. No. This is we're gonna need wipes after. This is not okay. This is not okay. This is not okay.
Guys, I don't have anything for y'all today on this one.
I know. You can't spin it. What about the love, Kareem? You always talk about the love. What about the love?
The love always wins.
Exactly. So it's gonna win here? It's gonna win here?
It has to. What?
Oh, I don't know. The question that they are asking.
Yeah.
Should I throw in the towel now or stay with her and help her through this? I don't think anybody can answer that question for you. You know why? Because the consequence of you deciding to stay or not, you're the only person that's going to have to deal with it. So you have to know if you're okay with it. The same thing like if somebody cheats on you, nobody can tell you that you have to leave that person. You have to know if you can be able to stay in that relationship and move forward. I don't suggest anybody stay in a relationship if it's going to be contentious. So like with a cheater, you're going to stay with the cheater, but then you're going to talk ish all the time about it and like then you should have just left. So with this pooper, if you're going to stay, then you have to figure out how you're going to support her literally in word and in deed through this, because she's putting your reputation on the line as well. Either you guys are coming to a decision where she's not allowed to go out. You can find out what part of it is getting the rocks off for her and figure out how she can be able to allow this to happen. I was at first thinking maybe if she walked around with Depends when she left, but she's taking off her underwear and her stuff to use the bathroom. It's not that she's it's catching her off guard. It's not catching her off guard.
That's what's doing it for her.
Yes.
I think
leaving it
and then having that surprise for somebody and getting the phone call. It's just wow.
Yeah.
So
thinking about it later, like, oh my God, I can't. I wonder when they're gonna find it. And
that same level,
those are the aftershocks.
Serial killer, like Ted Bundy shit. Like Ted Bundy's arousal was, courting the girl and doing all of this stuff, and then it's just, to me, it's like the same.
Imagine
insanity.
Imagine you walking around your house smelling shit all day.
Ugh, terrible.
Like, where's this coming?
Because she's leaving it in these places that you won't find it automatically.
You find it eventually because you have to go there.
Yeah. Like, you're going to look in your bedroom drawer. Obviously, you're going to get into your SUV. So she's leaving it in places that they will find it for sure within a day or two, but they won't find it automatically. Like, if I put it in somebody's car, if it's the night, the next day they're going to find it.
Imagine you walking around blaming your pet. Like Spot, did you take a duty somewhere?
Plus Spot.
Good morning, it's Candy. She said, just imagine cleaning up after her and their child if they have. Oh my God.
Mara said.
Holy no. I cannot.
Can't.
I cannot. Me, Sonia, I cannot.
Maybe drugs can help. Do you think drugs can help?
I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like it's I heard something when I was listening to a podcast. I mentioned
is there a
it
name
before.
for something like that? Like, is there like a clinical term for that?
Yeah, there probably is, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But they were saying in the podcast that they believe, they don't know for sure, but they were saying that they believe that some people have fetishes because during their time when they were developing, essentially, that something happened and it stuck with them in that way. And so like that's why you'll have people who have feet fetishes, foot fetishes, or people who they want to do it with little people, or like something happened at a time in their life when they were in development that literally has ingrained those two things in their brain. You know what? There's a therapy called EMDR, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. That might be something that would be able to help, because it helps your brain to reprocess how they think about a past image or memory. If she was able to figure out in her development what was it that pooping in certain places made her get sexually aroused about, then she can go back to that memory, do the bilateral stimulations to reprocess it and think differently about it. So it wouldn't get her rocks off anymore. Right. She would be able to change how her body responds to it and how she thinks about it. And if she's able to do that, that could be something. You don't have to take a medication.
So the fact is it is possible for something to work for her.
Yes, it is. It is.
And if she wants to do the work, should he stay?
This is my thing when I say, because he's like, I wanted to marry this woman. Yeah. I believe that if you are that deep in it, then I don't see a reason why you need to leave if there's a possibility for either her to stop doing it or for you to make it
manageable.
Yes, manageable. And that's what I mean when I say like, yo, somebody said I never loved anybody that much, but everybody has their cross to bear. There's no person that you're going to meet that's going to have every single thing that you want. And so I always say to people, I'm not looking for somebody who has 100%. I could be good with 85 though. 75, 85 in that range. I could be good with that. And if
75%.
Yeah, 75 that's the bottom.
Least I'm willing
85 is what I actually want. I want at least 85, but I understand that there's other things that I'm not gonna like. Like I could think of somebody off the top of my head who there's all these things about this person that I'm like, oh my God, I love it. But I remember driving in my car with this person and they changed my
radio?
No, not the radio station. So I don't change my time. Daylight saving, I don't change it on my clock. Things that don't change automatically, I'll be like, I know what the real time is. It's fine. and they were in my car and they changed it. And I was like, it's fine, I don't care. And they're like, and they changed it anyway. And I was just kind of like, and I was in my head, I was like, it's my car. I have to drive in this all the time. And that annoyed the shit out of me. And then later I was like,
it dropped the percentage automatically there, right? How much did
they weren't 100%, but I remember thinking afterwards, like, oh, he's trying to control my car. It's my car. He don't got to touch my stuff. I remember feeling that way. And then I had to check myself and I was like, it's really not that big of a deal. I said, it wasn't that he was doing that. I had made it in my head like, this person is going to try. He's being this alpha male person. I said that I'm fine with it. He needs to do this. Or people, while you're driving there, like, especially as a woman, when I'm driving and I'm in the car with somebody who I'm dating and they're like, I'd be like, then why aren't you driving? Because I would prefer for a guy to drive me around. If we're together and we're driving someplace, you should be driving. That's how I feel. So don't now get in the car and then try to tell me what to do. Because I will stop the car, get out, and go in the back seat. I'm not even going to stay in the passenger side. I'm going to go in the back seat. So
that was going to truck while you at it.
Yeah. But if they're giving me everything else, I can learn to deal with those little annoyances.
Okay.
That's the 85%.
Nah, I ain't gonna, no, simple shit be getting on my nerves. And I'll be talking to my mother. She be like, Janelle, it is not that serious. And I'm like, no, because if you drink something, why are you lining up the cups around the sink when the sink is right there? Put it in the sink. In the sink.
That would drive me insane too.
Bruh. She's like, so just do it. You know you're going to do it. Yep. And I said, no.
Yep.
I'd be vexed. I'd be big mad.
Yep. But that's what I mean. Like, you will, if you really love somebody, you'll learn how to deal with whatever it is. Yes. So if you really love her, sir, if you really, really love her,
you're going to drive
do what you got to do. I'm not driving into no pedestrian, but I literally, there are people out that I've dated and I've been like, I want you to drive. And they'd be like, well, I drive when I'm in my car. And I'm like, but you don't drive everywhere. Like, if we're going to, I have an SUV. And so sometimes people who I date have cars. If we're going someplace that we need a bigger vehicle, I don't care if you drive my car. Okay. I don't care if you drive my car, but I feel like you should drive. I know that I could be old fashioned in some ways. And that's one of the ways that I'm old fashioned. I believe that you should be driving me around. If I'm in a relationship with you, why am I driving my car when we together? Why am I driving us?
Listen.
Why?
You know, and then his excuse is, I drive for a living. That's how I make my paycheck. So I think you should drive.
I did date somebody who said that to me once, and I was like, sucks to be you. Facts. Because at the end of the day, if we have kids, I'm the only one that can do it. That's literally my backup for everything. I pull out that card all the time because there are certain things that I don't have a choice in. I have to do it. So the least you can do is drive. The least you can do is pay for this day.
Once it's over an hour, I'm not driving nowhere.
The least you can do is get up at 3 a.m. to go take care of this baby that's crying. Just pop him on my boob. That's it. The least you can do. If I have to actually have the child and you can't do that for me, if we can't trade off, then we got to figure out another way that I get my reparations. Okay?
So you sound like a person that's going to require a push gift. Because you know that's a trend now.
I've heard of that. I don't require a push gift.
What's a push gift?
So after you have a baby, the husband gets the wife or the girlfriend or whoever a gift, the sheet that's just for her. Because imagine the baby shower, everything is pregnancy, everything is just the baby.
For the baby.
Right.
And nothing's really for her. She's just the vessel.
Okay, got it.
So would you do a push gift?
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I don't require a push gift.
Who mix up those things, though?
I don't know.
People
But
somebody sitting down in marketing and be like, how can we get people to buy more shit?
Yeah.
Push gift.
Whoever, gave the stamp of approval.
Yeah, people be making up all types of stuff. Yeah. I don't think I do agree. I try to get my friend after they have a baby. I try to get them something for themselves, even if it's like me being like, come, let's go out and go get our nails done or something like that. Something, because a lot of times once somebody finds out the person is,
I want a friend like you. You're thoughtful. You give great Christmas gifts. I need a good friend like that.
Shit. It's a situation where it's like, once a person finds out that they're pregnant, people cease to think about them. They think about the baby a lot. And so a lot of times people feel forgotten. And, then your body goes through this tremendous thing over 9 months. And if it's your first pregnancy, I mean, for some people, it can be very traumatic.
Yeah.
Because your body is not what we call it to be. And so that can be very traumatic. Then there's a human that comes out of your vagina. Did you know that? It comes out of the vagina.
I've seen it.
I don't think
traumatized me.
I was about to say,
I don't think I could watch.
It traumatized me.
I want to see one so bad. I want to see a live birth.
You don't.
And I do.
You think you
I know.
Just like the girls
YouTube.
That want their backs blown out.
I
you
follow.
Think you do.
You stupid. I follow a page and she literally posts the actual and you see everything and I just be like, oh my God.
I just had a mental image and I'm like, I don't.
Like,
I know that I don't.
I do.
I don't.
I
And
do.
then after it's over, there's an afterbirth.
Yes,
so the
you have to-
placenta
yes.
has to come out
I
as
saw
well.
that yesterday live, and it was like, oh my
They be
God.
pushing the belly like.
They're not supposed to do all of that.
Listen, I'm telling you what I see. To bring
They're
that.
supposed to naturally let it think they can help, but they're supposed to
Well,
naturally
gotta
let
go
it come out.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I'm there. He's like, hey, Dad, come. Hold the legs. I was like, I'm a man. I can do this.
Not the man.
I can do this.
Look at the legs. Hold on, I gotta
this.
show y'all the legs. I gotta show y'all the
I
legs.
can do this. So I'm holding, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, man, you're doing good. Push. Yeah, okay. I'm starting to see the head. All right. I don't think I can be here in the rest. You know what? And
You said that?
yeah.
You said I don't think.
Yeah. And shout out to Lois. Lois was in the room too with us. So I'm like, Lois, come. You do this with me.
No, you stay right there.
And
you help put this baby in.
so
You gonna help get this baby out.
I did not want to see that vagina. No.
Nope.
Because the things I saw that vagina started doing, I'm like, I will never look at it the same way anymore. So I said, Lois, come. You deal with the legs. And I went up and I was like, here, give me your hands. And I swear to God, I did not look down there anymore. I did not watch back.
You
I was
cannot.
like,
no.
let me hold your hands.
If you put that baby in there, you gotta help take that baby out.
And every now and again, I would rub.
You're helping to take that baby out.
Every now and again, I would rub her forehead. Like, you're doing well.
No,
But I
no,
kid you
absolutely not.
Absolutely. I did
Just
not
the
look at
forehead,
the
though?
vagina anymore.
And this is why you will drive every time we get in the car.
I stopped
Because you
looking
see
at it.
this? You don't even want to watch this happen. This baby that you put in this woman.
I'm like, this thing I've been,
doing all types of stuff.
Yeah, all types of stuff to it. No, I'm seeing it just get destroyed.
Tony ran out.
Destroyed.
Yo, that shit was
And
getting
it's
destroyed.
not getting destroyed because the vagina is an amazing,
Yes, it is.
amazing part of the body. It's flexible. It
But
can
trust
clean
me,
itself.
if I
It can
had-
just.
If I had,
Snap back.
I'm sorry.
yes. Trust me.
Snap back.
Trust me. I believe in all of those things.
But you don't want to see it again.
I do not want to see it. When you actually live through that.
So you want to go back to like how it used to be in the days where the husband used to wait in the waiting room?
No.
I don't mind being in the room.
But
I'm
he
just
don't
not
wanna
watching
see-
your vagina.
He's not watching anything below the belly.
I'm not.
He's not watching
Yo,
anything
when
below
that
the
thing
belly.
started opening up and I start seeing that little hair mat coming up, and yo, I'm like, is that supposed to happen? Is that
Yes.
the way it happens?
That is how it
I'm like, I'm
happens.
done. I'm like,
You were there for when you put it in.
I'm like, Lois,
I said,
come,
wow.
come.
She's just giving you back your property.
I'm
I
like,
said, wow.
I'm
That's
like-
what's going on.
I'm
She's
like-
giving you back your property.
I'm like,
Do you know there's a
like, Lois, come.
there's a TikTok where the wife will give the husband or the boyfriend, and she be like, "Here, you left something inside of my vagina," and they just hand him back the baby.
Oh my
and just
God.
walk away.
That's why there's this TikTok where this girl is walking around the house and her husband, every time she goes, the husband comes and does it. She's like, every time I have a baby, this is how we gonna be in the house.
hear that.
They have 2 kids already.
Yeah, Mara says some gets to cut the butthole and stitch it back up. I didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
I did cut the umbilical cord. I did do that, but yo, traumatized.
That's why you don't have another child, because you was like, we ain't doing this again. I don't want to see that vagina get destroyed.
So the reason for not having another child so soon was her.
Oh, yeah.
She was the one who's like, this isn't for me. I'm
Yeah.
not doing that a second time.
I know a friend who she said the same thing. I think her second is like maybe like 3 or 4 years younger than her first. And she said she had forgotten. And then the minute that the doctor confirmed that she was pregnant, she said the memory of the pain came back and she was like terrified. And honestly, this why I be like, sometimes I'd be like, okay, I don't have a kid yet. I really want to have a kid, but I be hearing these kind of stories and I'd be like, girl,
I'm gonna just tell you.
I saw somebody in the comments say, I want to be put to sleep. I used to say that, but then I realized if I'm asleep, that means I'm in a coma.
Bruh,
That's not good.
You do not remember the pain. You know it hurts like hell.
But then
Mind you,
you're
I
so
had
happy to have your
unmedicated, natural, everything. I wanted an epidural, but shit happened too fast. But anyway, you remember it was the most painful thing you have ever experienced in your life. But the minute after you have that baby and life be lifing and you forget everything.
Everything.
You just know for a fact that
your mind represses the memory.
What?
And so I'd like to just take this back.
I was good with one until the one started to grow up. And I'm like, yeah, I could do this again.
I said, wow.
Because you forgot what you saw.
It's amazing.
I assume so.
Having
It looks
a kid
amazing.
and watching them get to grow and going through all these it's an amazing experience.
Amen. Good morning, Selector Chris. I would love to have this happen, but I'll tell y'all this: after 40, surrogacy.
Shut me down?
Surrogacy.
Surrogacy.
After 45.
Hope
After
your
45
insurance is great.
Facts.
No, you probably pay surrogacy. You probably paying out of pocket.
Oh, okay.
You gotta probably pay out of pocket. I'll put my little savings together,
right.
so we could do it. We could make it happen. We could literally go half on this baby. But we went so far from the bacchanal corner. Y'all didn't give this person. We just at the end of the day, we said, if you love this girl,
Put in the work.
put in the work.
All
if you
right.
don't really love her, and you ain't willing to put in the work,
Leave.
Go about your business.
Facts.
Go
All
about
agreed.
your business.
All in agree and say aye.
Aye.
All right, up next, we have Looney Spark and Electrify in the building. We're going to talk to them on the hot seats. The brothers. Yeah, the seats. So, y'all know what it is, man. The wake-up call, best morning show in all the land. Consuelo is here, Wild and Holy is here. Yours truly, Kareem, a.k.a. Rari, a.k.a. Tony,
AKA the unholy trinity.
a.k.a. Mr. 190. So many different things, but it's all good over here. We'll be right back. Let's take a quick music break. Let's go.
The Wake Up Call. Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is the Wake Up Call.
Good morning. Yeah, when the lover come down for you, when the lover come down for you, y'all call me, let me hammer you. Y'all call me, make me hammer you. When the lover come down for you, when the lover come down for you, y'all call me, make me hammer you. Y'all call me, let me hammer you. She said she can't wait. She said the lover come down. She can't wait. She said the lover come down. Y'all hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Y'all run come my bad body dagger ring chuck. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. With your bag of mouth talk, I hope you can. Wine and go down, dagger in a postpone. In the me know you must moan. She hooked to the thing, now leave me alone. Night and day, she a call off my phone. Request some down and Shelly. Say she want the dagger way up in it. Nervous breakdown, girl can't stay steady. So make sure you fit, girl, make sure you're ready. When the lover come down for you, when the lover come down for you, girl call me, let me hammer you. Girl call me, make me hammer you. When the lover come down for you.
When you wine so, you know the crime. When you bend so, time in it. Up a little closer and bend over. Then forward a little closer and bend over. One little wine won't hurt you, girl. I would never forget you, girl. Anything you do, I do. When you wine your body, I be once more. Give me all you got now. Oh, anything you do, I do. When you wine your body, baby, on the floor, on the floor. Time in the wine, time in the wine, time in the wine, time in the wine. Anything you do, I do. When you wine your body, I be once more. Give me all I got now. Oh, anything you do, I do. When you wine your body, baby, on the floor, on the floor, yeah. When you drop so, time in your wine. When you bend so, time in it. When you wine so, you know the crime. When you bend so, time in it. Up a little closer and bend over. Then forward a little closer and bend over. One little wine won't hurt you, girl. I would never forget you, girl. Yeah, we connect like a Wi-Fi zone. Like for your money in a seductive tone. Like for your bubble it a little bit, jiggle it a little bit, bubble it a little bit, jiggle it a little bit. When you go down, girl, me go down, girl, me go down too. When you come up, girl, me come up, girl, me come up too. Anything you want, anything you desire, be here for you. Anything you do, I do. When you wine your body, I be once more. Give me all I got now. Oh, anything you do, I do. When you wine your body, baby, on the floor, yeah. When you drop some, time in your wine. When you bend so, time in it. When you wine so, you know the crime. When you bend so, time in it. Up a little closer and bend over. Then forward a little closer and bend over. One little wine would hurt you, girl. I would never forget you, girl. Girl, I wanna wine up on you so bad. Girl, I wanna wine up on you so bad. Time in your wine so bad. Time in your wine. Girl, I wanna time in your wine so bad. Time in your wine. 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 Time in your wine.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, with a culture lives, edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is The Wake Up Call.
Good morning!
And we're back. I see that you guys have been having a really amazing bonding experience in the chat while we've been on our little musical break. Sharing your birthing stories. This is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Shout out to you, Sunshine, in the back of an ambulance. God bless. I don't know if that'll ever be me. I don't know. Good morning, Soca Lover. I'm so happy to see you joined us this morning. I'm definitely team natural birth. I'm just going to say that. I ain't have one yet, so I guess when I do, then I'll let y'all know if I actually followed through. As we said,
it's a lot.
I believe it. It looked like a lot.
It is.
It looks like a lot. But I would love for my baby to get here as natural as possible. Give me a little tub, put it in my little living room. I'll squat in it and rub my belly in the water. All of the things. All of the things. Yeah, I want to do all of the things. So we can make it do what it did. But that's not what we're here for. We have some amazing guests with us today. I don't hear you.
Hello?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's all right. We'll figure it out. But we do have some amazing guests. Oh, good morning, Tessa. Good morning, the philosopher. Look at y'all just coming out the woodworks. Y'all heard we had some autistes amongst us? So you guys came out the woodworks to come and holler at us? What happened? laughing at?
Nothing. They're just having a ball of a time.
Oh.
Are you ready?
You guys aren't on screen yet, so
No.
you good.
No. You guys good.
That's why. Look, here, you're gonna have this right here, so you'll be able to see.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we didn't put y'all on screen yet, so if you need to do anything,
No, we good,
stick
we
your
good.
nose, whatever,
they
make it
having
happen.
fun. Just
I know. I see they having fun. I know they having fun, but that's how I like it.
You're good. Good vibes.
Oh, thank you, Soca Lover. Oh, I'm looking beautiful as always. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. See, didn't you say wouldn't it be great to have a friend like me?
Listen,
You gotta keep that same energy.
I gotta keep you on your toes.
Lord have mercy. But yes, we have some people with us. If the unholy trinity would stay still for a second, so we can bring our people in. There he is. We have some amazing guests with us this morning.
Yes, we do.
Because we got to keep that same energy. Some very handsome gentlemen with us this morning.
Yes.
We have them on screen now. Look at these beautiful faces. All this chocolatey goodness.
Yes, God.
Ooh, Lord, and the locks is flowing. That's how I used to have a thing for men with locks.
I cannot
Did I say
with
it?
you.
I just want to,
You just
I ran
had to say that.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend, I ran into somebody I used to date, and he cut his locks off, and I was like, it's just not the same. It's not the same. God bless him, though. God bless him. But yes, gentlemen, do you want to introduce yourself? Let the people know who you are.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure to be back here once again. We are here over the Labor Day weekend. My name is Looney Spark. My brother Electrify, 3-time Soca Monarch out of Grenada.
Hello? Say it with your chest.
Energy Kings of Soca.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I
man.
like the way that sounds.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
And was Jesse a Labor Day weekend and you're back again?
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Not even a month past.
Nah.
Not at all.
I remember when they were on Soca Monarch. Yeah, that was a great time to be alive.
Yeah.
She sounded like she had a personal experience on that.
No, I ran into them. What's the name of the boat ride? Comancheros? Comancheros used to have a boat. Well, I don't know if they still had it
in
around.
New York?
Yeah, in New York. And you guys were here.
That was 2019.
No, before that. Before that, like 2018.
18.
No.
Before that,
14, 15.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
She have good memory, boy.
That's what I was about to say.
Very good memory.
Good morning, Red Pop. And you want it says, Lord, look at the sexual chocolates. I tried to warn y'all. Y'all should have prepared yourself.
Yeah, man.
Y'all should have prepared yourself. Gentlemen, what brings you back so soon?
Well,
Beyond wanting to grace us with your lovely presence, of course.
well, actually, we're hosting one of our major events in Brooklyn. That will be tomorrow. It's all about Kings of Kings.
Kings of Kings? Tell us about Kings of Kings.
Kings of Kings featuring the men from the North edition. We're talking about the top 3 from Soca Monarch 2019. We're talking about Boise, 5-time Soca Monarch out of Grenada.
Yes.
We're talking about Looney Spark Electrify, 3-time Soca Monarch King. We're talking about Terra the Governor, woy. You understand? And then we have the Party Bad King. We have Mr. Legs. The veteran inspector, we have Squeaky out of Grenada but lives in New York. Also, we have the Jab King, Jab King Talpri. And then we have Wassuiz. And
Y'all really like putting out all putting out all the
The
stuff.
Barbie Tuck Spices Life.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a Jab takeover tomorrow.
Yes.
Kings of Kings Men from the North edition.
Yes.
And it's going down inside of Brooklyn, New York. Should I mention the address now or should I just...
Whatever you
Yeah,
want
you're gonna
to do.
don't worry, we're gonna make sure you mention it again, and I'm gonna put it in the chat as well.
Yeah. 178 Newport Street, a nice venue. Tickets now limited, $40 tickets.
Yes.
And you can check it out on eventbrite.com. That's www.kingsofkings21.eventbrite.com.
You make me have to think about that. I said triple.
www.
All right now.
kingsofkings21.eventbrite.com. You can get your tickets, right? Tomorrow, it's all going down. Kings of Kings. One not to be missed, and it's the official Miami Carnival send-off. So if you want a little pump up before you go Miami, a little warm up, you see
Nice
tomorrow.
place to be.
That's the
It don't
place.
sound like a little pump up. It don't sound like a little pump up.
Real gas.
So as a send-off.
Yes.
Real gas. The official send-off. You know?
So you guys gonna be King of Kings, send the people off right,
Yeah.
right and righteous is sounding
correct.
so.
Correct is
And
right.
then gonna be in Miami as well.
Oh yeah.
Very much so.
Most
Of course.
definitely.
Ooh, so where can people find you in Miami?
All over.
So listen, all of our
over.
Florida people, look at the camera again.
Yeah, man, all over.
Look at the camera again.
All over, you know.
Make sure you find them. And my apologies, Red Pepsi. Red Pepsi. I told you I don't be knowing how to read people's names.
Pepsi in the
on here.
building?
Yes,
Yeah.
Red
Yo,
Pepsi in the building.
Pepsi, you know the shellings tomorrow, you know. Crown City in the place.
Yes.
You say Crown City, the best city. North side.
Yes, to the best side.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
Good vibes.
You always hear
But
something.
we say man from the north, but it's a general
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I mean, it's a concept that we wanted to bring to New York because from 2019, that top 3 winners in the Soca Monarch, we didn't get a chance to come to New York and actually because you know the pandemic
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. So we got 2020, you know, the pandemic started.
That was a weird
end of
year.
2019 into
I know.
2020.
We just gonna pretend
So we
like
just
it
use the
didn't happen.
opportunity to feature the men from the north and at the same time feature our other fellow brothers that been repping hard, you know?
If it's
Hard,
one
hard.
thing, Grenadian men go stick together.
Yeah.
As they should.
Yeah, man.
As they
yeah,
should.
man.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the pandemic. How did y'all maneuver through the pandemic? Because I know home was a different kind of situation.
Yeah, but the good thing about it, the Lunar Spark Electrify, I mean, we heavily involved in business back home in Grenada. So prior to the pandemic, we've been in business, been involved in business. And the pandemic, I can see, came in as an opportunity as well because we capitalize on our business at the same time. I do a fresh fruits and vegetable business back home.
Go drop your business name.
Yeah,
we got some people in Grenada
This is
listening
what
right
here is
now.
for.
Called Convenient Market.
Convenient Market.
Yeah, so you can follow us on Instagram as well. That's where we supply all the fresh fruits and vegetables, do all the marinas, or
Yes.
hotels, home delivery, office deliveries. Yeah, the
He ain't talking about no little you know. He's like, no. We got big clients here.
That's good vibes.
Fresh
good vibes.
fruits and
Yeah,
vegetables.
good vibes.
Keeping the people healthy.
We have to start from the top, you know?
Very much
Amen,
so. So at the end
amen.
of the day, so we give them culture, we give them music, and then the music industry have shut down. So we switch into fruits and vegetables
Somebody
with
always gotta
agriculture.
eat.
Very much so.
Talk about a good
You know?
pivot.
So,
that was a good pivot.
That opportunity has arisen right before we came out of Trinidad. We noticed that, I mean, I always pay attention to the news. And I
Yeah.
realized that the health authority we're talking about shut down and only essential workers are allowed to come on the road and etc. So I said, well, I have a perfect business.
Yeah.
And that is essential, which is fresh fruits and vegetables. So I sent the commissioner letter, I got a response, and the rest was history. So we were the only ones on the road in the pandemic.
What?
So when the entire country was shut down, we were the only ones on the road doing the vegetable package on the streets. So we do all the marinas and the hotels. So we actually give
Nice.
and today presently we're still on the road. We were doing deliveries
Yeah.
and we're still on the road doing our deliveries.
So
that's one of
outside
the
didn't really
opportunities.
close for y'all.
We season
I
never
know.
close and we
The
just
big man
give,
in the business.
we just give thanks for that and just being ahead of the game. So that's one of the things with the Spark Lecture I've been involved in.
Yeah,
So
I also started a seafood business back home, delivery and so on. Yeah, man.
So
You know what? I'm not gonna lie because I definitely did see it. And every time I see it, I just get vexed because I'm not home.
drop the name of the seafood business.
Seafood grill.
Seafood Grill.
Yeah, the seafood grill.
And
definitely been
convenient
market. Yeah,
convenient
the
market.
Yeah,
y'all get on this. First, especially
Health
when
is
we're talking
wealth.
about with COVID, there's so many people who got sick because they were not healthy. And so during a time where people was getting done off because they're not healthy, you guys brought up these things that make people even better. I
Yeah.
mean, the music obviously makes you feel good.
I mean,
but then you have this situation where you make people healthy.
We actually, I mean, you know, it was a great thing because during the pandemic with the lockdown, I mean, it was so much a call, so much, and we established it from there. You understand? So, and delivery is the way to go. Because when you're in a base, you don't want to move too much, and everybody's scared. So, it kind of worked out, you know. I mean, people got opportunity during that whole pandemic, you know. Some people, you know, fall off because, you know, lost jobs and so on. And then
Just thinking
people,
about a lobster and the salmon that he had.
We're trying to be all serious.
I'm
You
sorry.
over here
I'm
thinking
sorry.
about butter
You know,
dripping off your chin.
But as it was
She said it.
on the
She said
same
she
note,
did it.
you know, maybe unfortunately you didn't get to see the New York Post because we did a New York edition.
yeah.
What?
Last week we had a seafood. We had a seafood.
Let me
boil
see if I could pull up something.
New York edition. You know, so we did
When
that.
did this happen?
Last weekend.
Last weekend?
Yeah, last
Yeah,
weekend.
we had a New York edition, but I think we're gonna do a send off before we
Yes,
leave.
please.
Before you leave
I'd
to go to
appreciate it.
Miami or before you leave to go back to Grenada?
Before we have to go back to Grenada, I think we're gonna do a last seafood.
I'd
Now we're gonna do
appreciate
like a two more weekends or something.
I'd appreciate it.
Like cook food.
Yeah,
Yes. Listen, if it's one thing about Northmen,
Yeah, people in the comments are also whatting you right now. Like, when was
China.
this? Why were we not aware?
Yeah, but we're broadcasting on our platform.
Oh my God,
I did not see that. I did not see that.
I want the people to see.
That's a
I did
seafood
not
boil.
see that.
Oh no, we're
Oh,
not.
no.
Oh, no.
Wrong camera?
There we go.
Which one?
I'm gonna switch it. There you go.
Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Look at that. Do you
First of
understand?
all-
I be fiending for a boil.
Let me tell you
man.
something.
And it was in Brooklyn?
Yeah, yeah.
Me and Ollie go fight.
Now we
Now
ain't
we're
fighting.
fighting.
We gonna hug up. We gonna hug up.
Alright.
But the dripping off the chin.
Yeah,
No, we
yeah,
gonna-
yeah.
no, we making this happen. You
Yeah,
said 2 more times. I heard you. You said 2 more times before you guys go back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
definitely.
I'm trying to figure out the same thing, Steffi, 473. How did we not know?
Nobody.
Where was this? Where does this take
We could
place?
post all the
Brooklyn.
time when he home and I seen all the food, but when he here, I can't find
Here
that.
what going on.
Don't stress
I'm making sure I tag
Let me go follow y'all
GMGT.
right now.
Thank you.
I'm making sure I tag you. Finding your Insta. Finding your
Thanks,
Insta.
that's good.
And I tagging you whenever we doing it again.
Thank you. I
Facts.
appreciate it.
And get the
So
word out there.
you're not getting left. As we say, flex your body, don't stress your body. Yeah, so you don't have to stress your body. You will get it.
With all these new business adventures, is there
Mm-hmm.
anything that you want to do that's... Because I feel like with the agriculture,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like it's a lost art, because coming from... My father's from Lamont.
Right.
And he would tell me when I was 7 years old, I had to jug water and
Yeah,
feed
yeah,
this
yeah,
all
yeah.
before school.
Yeah.
I find that it's a lost art with
Yeah.
the children now. They
Yeah.
don't have any type of sense of these kind of things.
I think with the way how the world going on, technically exposed to a lot more technological
Yeah.
stuff. So it's like anything to do with culture and
Yeah,
local
actually
stuff.
working with the
It's
hands.
like but they didn't realize food. I mean, food is right up
Food
there.
is never gonna go out of
Yeah,
style.
you have to think so.
Not with me.
I would like to add something to that at the same time. You
I
see,
wasn't being disrespectful. I was following you all on.
that's not a
Instagram.
problem. That's
I was
fine,
like,
actually.
the boil is not missing me
We
again.
don't want to, we don't want it to
missing
fall
me.
off for the loop, and that's what's important. As the same topic with agriculture, you see, that's what happened. I always believe in quoting of Marcus Garvey, and they say a nation without knowledge of its past is a tree without roots. And the reality about it is that if our authority not pushing
That's true.
this vision in our youngsters, because we do motivational talk in school and we do school programs back home, and some might show it out to the kids, say, well, let me see who want to be a farmer, and everybody like,
Me.
you know, who want to be this, who want to be that, and you see where the professionals lies and
Yep.
where persons choose the career. And it's all happened to be with the person in authority. If you don't speak it and you don't show person the dollar value of it.
Yep.
Because agriculture industry is a big money industry.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I'm being out here seeing the fresh fruits and vegetables with the trucks and coming from different states and all these different things.
Yeah.
It's big. You know, many source of that leave Grenada to come to New York and you're seeing Grenada branding on it.
Yep.
It's big. So there's so many different industries persons can dabble into, even in the same food business and agriculture business. Because, I mean, we don't want to know that topic could go very long. But if we continue to shape the mindset and the vision that we actually going, we actually have a nation where don't have food.
Yeah.
And I've told persons that food security will be the next conversation
Yes.
Yep.
after this pandemic.
Yes.
Yep,
Right?
absolutely.
So if we don't want to have this conversation now, we up for trouble.
Yep.
And I told them the reality about if every Grenadian is set to plant something in behind their yard, it'd be crazy. Because I have seen Grenada shut down when nobody moves, just we and police on the street. And I actually say this country don't have to shut down. All it takes is for the port to shut down for a week
Yep.
or for 3 days.
And then folks is in
Because everything
disarray.
that we get is
It's
imported.
imported, which does not make sense
And,
to
that,
me
and that's
whatsoever.
real. So we cannot stand on our own. I mean, the persons have seen the PTS of the videos that went viral with really value and so many persons trying to get food. So just remember, food security is a conversation. If we don't,
It's a big
if
conversation.
we
It's a
don't-
real problem.
If we don't start moving in that direction, we'll be up for trouble. If you think the pandemic is bad,
The
Especially
pandemic
with the
just shined the
economy,
light
too.
on all the other things
Yes.
that are going. It's food insecurity. It
The
shined the light on
economy.
homelessness. It shined the light on health disparities in different communities.
even
It's
climate
crazy.
change right
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be this cold today. It shouldn't be this cold today.
we are seeing some strange weather pattern. You know,
Yeah,
and,
tomorrow it's 77 degrees.
But talking about cold, we in an indoor venue tomorrow, so you're not to worry about outdoor tomorrow.
Yes,
Look at
Kings,
what he doing.
Kings of Kings.
Kings of Kings,
21.
we indoor tomorrow.
So you could come in your slack clothes if you want to.
Yes.
Is what he's saying.
Eventbrite.com, www.kingsofkings21.eventbrite.com. Sorry for cutting you on the conversation.
No.
I'm talking about food. You're getting
Listen.
food tomorrow. You're getting a big
Wait,
chance
no,
of
wait, hold
fish.
on.
You're
There's
getting your
food tomorrow
water.
too?
Yeah, you're getting
Yes,
that.
right.
So all
No seafood tomorrow. No seafood tomorrow. But
I mean, my inner child is a fat kid. Okay,
yeah,
my mom used to affectionately call me a garbage disposal.
Yeah.
I will eat all of the things. Yeah, I'm. But listen,
you come
it is
have
what
a
it is.
time, you drink a little drink, you sober up, you get a little drink, and then you sober up some more.
also you can get your tables tomorrow as well.
So there's table service.
Yeah, table bottle
There's gonna be
service.
food.
Yeah.
There's gonna be drinks
Hookahs as well.
and
service.
hookahs as
Yeah,
well.
hookah service as well. So
Kings of Kings 21. I know I put
Full,
the address in there
full.
already. And if you
Yeah.
go and follow them on Instagram, can you guys give your Instagram?
yeah,
So people know where to find
LUNI.
you.
That's Lunispark_Uber_Clan. LUNISPARK. Once you type that, you'll see me pop up. LUNISPARK_UBACLAN. That's on Instagram. My brother Electrify, ELECTRIFY.1 on Instagram.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
man.
those in the chat too. I'm gonna put it in the chat. So
And once
y'all
you're
can go
following
follow them.
GMGT, you're gonna see the post.
Yes,
Facts.
absolutely.
You're gonna see the post. You're gonna see the flyer.
Absolutely.
We on tomorrow, Kings of Kings, Men from the North Edition. We're talking about 5-time Soca Monarch Boise. Boise have a lot of titles. I can't even mention how much titles Boise. Boise may have about 10 titles. You understand? So that's a real king. We're talking about Terra, another real king. You know, jumping off a big hit, Oi Oi Oi, and have a recent ones, Black Power, Jabez in New Black and Hurricane and all them big tune. Lunispark Electrify, you know, Bacchanal Party, Massacre, Hitman Inspector, we talking about Talpris Quickie, Mr. Legs, who am missing? Natty and Thunder, you know, the couple of big
Yeah, there's a lot of people on this flyer.
It's a massive cast, a big show, one not to be missed. Tomorrow we're talking about Kings of Kings, Men from the North Edition, the official Miami Carnival send-off. We ain't talking about a little warm-up again, a serious, solid warm-up for Miami Carnival.
Very much so.
Tomorrow,
you know.
God's will.
Good vibes.
Those up at 7 p.m. goes until 2, 3 a.m. in the a.m.
Wait, you said 7 p.m.?
Yeah, we like to open those early.
Cause they gonna be food
Big
there,
and you
remember?
have sense.
Yeah, we're not rushing up. Listen what's going on with this event. I realized I came to a lot of events during the Labor Day period, and everything is a rush.
Yes.
Artists come and people ain't even getting money's worth.
Yes.
We ain't want that for Kings of Kings.
No, at all.
You come to the event early, you're soaking, you get your full money's worth where artists is concerned. Once we say showtime 10 p.m., everybody running down in a sequence. You're getting them hit songs. Not a rush thing with time and we had a rush no.
I like that.
You understand?
It's important. I mean, we do events back home for ourselves, and we ask ourselves, so we know what it's like.
Yeah.
From a patron's perspective and from a promoter's perspective, you know, to shortchange people. And it's not nice. You know, I heard patrons leaving venues. You know, they're upset, but they're going to return. But still, it's not nice. It's not nice for your brand at the same time. You know, so we want to make sure whenever we put in something, we sell an experience.
Yeah, man.
You know, so the reality about this Kings of Kings, and
for me.
very much so.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
an experience to me.
And I mean, that is a stage where you get everybody at once. I can't remember a show like that in New York. You know, we have everybody at once. You know, I try to.
Not in a long time.
So our brand is royalty. You know, so we end up make sure we have all the kings on board.
Yeah, man, of course.
You know, so it's Kings of Kings, and it's all the men for me now. It's a concept that we want to do in Grenada. Grenada have an experience, a concept like that.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, have all the kings on stage,
Yes.
Kings of Kings.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
At one
so,
time.
Yeah, man.
At one
And
time.
everybody get their stage.
Yes.
Not like this 2 minutes.
No,
and then
no.
3.5 minutes
No,
here,
no.
and the next person can't come on because I like that.
And I know the ladies ain't like no 2 minutes.
No.
All right.
No.
All right.
No,
You
we
hear that?
don't even look over here. Mr. 119. Nobody don't want that. Nobody don't want that. I don't know if you were listening to our show earlier. We were talking about the different ways that women will like men to step up
All right.
before they get to the bedroom
Right.
so that the experience in the bedroom can be even
So you see the
better.
men from the north? You're getting full works tomorrow.
Y'all heard what the man said. Y'all heard what the man said.
North side, Kings of Kings.
Yes.
I
And
think he got shortchanged.
Hey?
I think he got shortchanged.
well, it's going to be what it's going to be. It's going to be what it's going to be.
I don't know what happened to this.
Then you're right, man.
He ain't even know it man no more. He just sometimes he just swim over.
Yeah,
Waste
passport.
of time.
Once you're from Greens,
Yeah, your passport, yeah, stamp.
once you're from Greens, you're solid.
You good.
I'm starting to see that. The more I've been here, I'm like, dang, what other Grenadian people do I know? My brother-in-law is Grenadian. Yeah, right. He's good people. He's good people. He's good people.
Yeah,
Most of them decent,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm starting to learn.
Most of them decent.
I mean, they got boils. I've been looking at this list of.
It's a lot of different species and brand we Grenadian, man. Because you know you could be Grenadian
Species and brand.
Yes,
Yeah, because
yes.
you could be a Grenadian man and from the country. So that's a different. You have a Grenadian man from the countryside.
It's
So you get a
different
man
from
that
a
can
city
cook
man.
a best food.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
don't-
why
see, you
I'm
don't
trying
cook.
to get the food.
That's what I'm saying. My sister cooks all the time. I've yet to see
Let me tell you
my
something.
brother-in-law
I
cook
have-
anything.
My father's
And he's
not from the
Grenadian.
north.
Yes.
But my father has to be the best cook. Like my mother, I love you, mommy. But not all the time.
disclaimer.
It's slap.
Yeah, you gotta put a
big.
disclaimer in.
You have to be,
Just-
yeah.
Yeah, we
Just
gotta get in.
But my father, that's when I thought all men could cook, and then I came, and then it's just like, no, they can't. But Grenadian man,
Yeah.
What?
You see, and that's another thing
And
about cooking.
effortless,
Eh?
you know.
When I say about
She said.
cooking, you see, persons don't understand. When we cook with love.
yes.
Amen.
And that's,
Like
and that's
a
another factor too. Because you can cook and just rush the food, you know. If you're vexed and you're cooking food,
It was
you're
sour.
gonna feel the result. The person will enjoy it.
Vex food.
But then you cook a food with love, you know, from the way you season the pot, from the way you do this, when you cut this, you know, you slice your vegetables, you could see the love
Yeah,
in
they
it.
take your
And the
time
person
with
will accept it on the
And they
other
doesn't
end.
chop on cutting board, you know. They chop with the hand right into the pot.
Yeah.
Facts, live.
Oh my God.
You know? So you get nigga rice, just when you eat that food, you want to fall asleep or kind
And,
of.
and you see the thing
This would
about
be a
it,
good sleep.
and the
Sound like
thing-
a good,
the-
good sleep.
The thing about it growing up, like we as well, we men now, but as boys growing up, we always like to put on a little pot
Pot,
now.
yeah.
So from then, from all the cooking salty food, to reaching to a point where you realize, no, that's where you're supposed to be.
Yep.
You understand? Because we cook a lot of salt food already. We
Yeah,
just throw in thing in pot. You understand?
And you're
put-
wishing for the best.
Yeah, and we hope for the best.
And then,
you know?
and
But that's
then
why
you're
it
talking
started.
About, you're making juice and you're putting salt in it because you didn't know the difference between. You know, you must go through them moments. You know, somebody was on the.
Somebody spoil the juice. You understand?
No, for real, 'cause, you know.
So that's where it started. That's where it all started. So, you know, I mean,
Who told y'all? Who taught y'all how to burn?
say again?
Who taught y'all how to cook? Who taught y'all how to burn?
No, as I said, that's where it started.
Like just y'all cooking and then
Yeah, just
see,
like
it's
with
on
our
your own.
boys.
Nothing,
Listen,
nothing.
they will stand up in the street. They be like, "Boy, I'm hungry."
Yeah, like that.
And they be like, "Let me bubble
Yeah.
a partner."
So this one
man
get
get this.
yeah,
This man get that.
yeah.
This man.
And
Yeah.
then, okay,
What?
you
Yeah.
surprised see how we put it together. So you bring the pot,
Yeah.
and I say, well, I want to get some wood out. You know, I say, well, I flour home.
Yeah.
Once our
But
chicken.
the only problem would just be sometime if a man bring the flour, he does expect to get more dumpling. Yeah,
I hope y'all ladies are paying attention. Okay?
And soup is not soup without dumpling.
No, it's not. It's not.
So
I had that conversation with somebody the other day.
It's
It's
broth.
really not.
yeah, that's where it all started. And you see that cast of artists, each and every artist there could cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
pre,
Everybody.
naughty,
Everybody.
Boysy, the
Yeah,
school
man.
of pot,
I see Naughty
Terrorize
with
and
the
Mothers
man.
go
Yeah.
high to kind of
Yeah.
vibes
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah, man. Everybody. So
You know, I think that might be a kind of event slash gathering.
Yes,
Even
yes,
might do.
yes,
Listen.
yes,
We
yes.
having artists. You're seeing
Yes.
it live,
Yes.
turning it up.
Yeah, I want to be a part of that.
Yeah,
I
that's
will
what it is.
judge.
I think that's
YouTube special, some y'all take
I will
this on
judge.
act on
I
the
will
road.
eat and I will judge. I will be like them on them chop.
Soca chef.
Soca chef.
Y'all heard it here first.
Yes,
okay?
I love it.
Listen.
Y'all
Soca
heard it
chef.
here first.
Soca chef, don't take that brand.
That we
please.
brand.
That we
Soca
brand.
chef.
I know.
GMGT
Save the intellectual
will
property.
be providing the camera
Yeah.
and all the background.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And the taste
And the
testers.
voicing and the taste testers and the
Alright.
hosts and all of them good things. Soca Chef.
Yeah, man.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, man.
Oh, we endorse this.
Yes.
2022.
2022.
Soca
Yes,
chef.
Let me tell you about this
pushing y'all
boiler.
now.
Don't they not playing with this boiler? I'm still looking at this list. Yes, I've been looking at the
boil.
food this whole
Yeah.
time. That's
This
when my
whole
phone's in my
time.
hand. Crab legs, shrimp, mussels, crawfish, Italian sausage, eggs, corn, potato.
Oh God! Oh.
And if you see the picture, they get look.
Oh, Lord.
I can't talk. I feel like I'll drool up.
Yeah.
I'm so mad that I missed
you
this.
stop? 'Cause I can
I
see your
know.
phone.
I'm sorry. I'm so mad I missed this. So y'all make sure that y'all follow these gentlemen.
Now
Please
we did
give.
a platter too.
I'm about to flip
Yeah.
this whole table.
Platter too. Yeah.
Platter.
Yeah, man.
And you know, it's
That's
so
the boil and
crazy.
then-
Last week, I wanted boil so bad, and I
Boil.
was like, I don't feel like I usually drive all the way out to Long Island.
Nah.
And I looked at it, and I'm
Wait,
like,
you
that's
know,
10 minutes away from my house.
You know what I'm just thinking? That Saturday we do the boil. I think maybe try to get a platter in the piece inside here.
Oh.
Yeah.
What you find?
I find we go create that atmosphere.
Yeah, that's not a
Yeah,
problem.
we go create that and create a platter instead. So and that day we're gonna be selling that day.
Amen.
So
Yes, God.
It'll have to be pre-orders the
Yes,
same because I saw this one was pre-order, so it will be
Right.
pre-orders.
Yeah.
So you hear that pre-order.
Yeah, man.
Don't show up thinking you getting something. You gotta put in your order beforehand.
Proper thing, man.
It's
Yes.
good vibes.
And the thing with the boil, the sauce, you see the sauce?
Is the sauce for me?
Yes.
Some lady say it's the sauce for me.
Yeah, the sauce. The
Oh,
sauce.
one call
Like
me
them
and say, I don't know what all you have in that sauce,
Yeah,
boy.
nah, the sauce.
Like them children that say it is be bussin'.
You see now,
Okay.
But now I'm getting
that
sad
boil
'cause
is a
you-
different boil because it's, you know, we back home, we like to cook with a lot of flavor and spice.
like-
So he had a nice. When it tastes like, oh God, boy.
Someone say
Yeah,
green.
that?
Someone say green is overcooked food.
That is okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but
Overcooking it.
Listen,
seasonings
I'm
and
with
what's-
it.
I'm excited.
I know I'm with it. I'm like I have followed and I'm going to get my
Yeah,
boil.
yeah, you don't-
I ain't playing.
yeah, you're gonna know what's going on, man.
It looked good.
Yeah, man.
Good, good.
Oh my God! Somebody was like, we're not doing
What
that.
they saying there? What somebody
Tell
saying
sexy
about
tell sexy in the orange that I said good morning.
Hi, morning.
Steffi 473.
Hi, Steffi. 473. Big up yourself all
Yes.
the time. I wonder if she in New York. She in New York?
Yep.
Kings
Yeah.
of Kings tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
No
the boil is not.
excuses.
They're working on a date for another boil,
Yeah.
but Kings of Kings is tomorrow.
That's the date. We have
Tomorrow.
a date tomorrow. Kings of Kings.
He said it with his chest. We have a date, y'all.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, October
Second.
2nd. Okay.
Doors
It
open
starts
7.
7 ends at 3.
Yeah.
Showtime's at 10. Okay, so show up because all you have a whole production. We ain't
There's gonna
getting
be food and
listen. We
drink,
ain't getting
everything.
119 seconds of performance.
Nah.
We getting a thorough
Yeah.
experience
Oh, yeah.
with every artist, and,
Yes.
they have plenty artists on this
Yes.
flyer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So October
And
2nd.
don't talk about drinks. All the top line. We have it.
Now we covered.
We cover with drinks.
We covered.
Yeah. Make sure you're on top of your drinks.
Yeah.
Not up like the bottles. I realize that's in your trend out there.
Yeah.
So
Coming
stop
up,
lusting after them in the comments and
Yeah.
show up at Kings of Kings tomorrow.
Yeah. have a
Bottles
date.
and your hookahs. Boy.
Maybe you can
Yeah.
find
Y'all
out
got
what's in that
hookahs?
special
Yeah,
sauce.
you got hookahs.
You gotta have oil in
Yeah,
your
yeah,
waist
yeah,
though.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you don't
yeah,
got
yeah.
oil in your waist,
Yeah,
don't show up
yeah.
to Kings of Kings trying to figure out what is in the secret sauce.
Yeah.
You gotta have oil in your waist.
Kirk is right. Kirk is right.
Oil in your waist.
Yeah, man.
Make it happen.
In your
Kings
waist.
of Kings.
Kings of
Yeah,
Kings.
waistline.
Kings of Kings. And as I said, we have physical tickets. But if you want to make it easier for yourself, www.kingsofkings21.eventbrite.com. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. If you want physical tickets, you could always hit us up on Instagram. We could also provide a number. You have the number there. Right, so it's 646 819 2837. 646 819 2837.
Physical tickets.
WhatsApp
The
call.
number is in the chat.
Yeah.
God.
Physical tickets for tomorrow. I know we're like last minute, so I just kind of advising people to try to get your physical tickets today because tomorrow,
That's it.
it's space tomorrow.
You don't have time
It's
for that.
space, it's pay at the door and this type of thing. And you know, people like to call it down on the day and
I
wildness.
understand.
Yeah, we
don't stick.
Yeah, we ain't want the
Don't
wild.
stick.
Don't stick.
Don't stick.
You're gonna get left.
Facts.
Kings of Kings tomorrow. You getting songs like Bacchanal Party. You getting songs like Woy Woy Woy.
Massacre.
Soon as we reach.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. You understand?
So here's what's gonna happen, right?
Tell me.
I'm gonna give you guys a little medley of the artist that's gonna be in the building.
That
tomorrow.
makes sense.
All right,
That makes sense.
So I'm gonna run through some songs what you expect to see at the performance. I'm gonna run through some artists.
Yes.
Who's do we expect there tomorrow? Squeaky's on the cast.
Yes.
We
have Boise,
You guys.
yes.
Boise.
Terra the
the
Governor.
Governor. Talpre. Inspector. Who else?
Natty and Thunder.
Natty and Thunder. Okay.
Mr. Legs.
Mr. Legs. All right.
And you never know who
You
else
never
might
know who
pop
else
up.
gonna pop up.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do. Let me see if I can pull this real quick. Bam. Yeah. So let's do this right here. We're gonna start this a little something like this. All right. We're gonna give you guys a medley. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk the things again, and then we're gonna finish off strong.
Yeah,
all
man.
right?
Yeah, man. Definitely.
So let's go, guys. Give us the Kings of Kings.
Kings of Kings.
Tomorrow night, right here in Brooklyn, New York City. Put together by Looney Spark and Electrify.
Yes.
Enough artists on the bill. Some people might show up that you don't expect.
Yes.
Starting at 7. Showtime at 10.
10, yeah.
We ready?
Yeah, man.
All right, let's do this.
Are you ready? Are you going night and day for the carnival. With some rum and medicine to do it all. Me have some brain killer will if take a shot. I take me dozen of the closet, put some money in me pocket, got me keys and I'm ready to roll. Link my dog up on the corner, take the pool of marijuana, grab a bottle and we're ready for roll. It's amazing, this feeling. I tell myself that this perfect timing. The party get crazy, believe me. Hands in the air like a butterfly wings. I come out here to pop it up, jumping up. Watch the girl and wind it up. All the banner raising up. Pop it up, jumping up. Watch the girl and wind it up. All the banner raising up. Liquor to pour. No matter who start the show. March from front of the door. Canadina. Boy, come let we start the bacchanal. Oh Lord, crazy bacchanal. Oh Lord, plenty bacchanal. When you say we, I want to see bananas over so. Bananas over so. Bananas over so. Shake the barriers. I want to see powder over so. Draw the water. Drink down your liquor. Party forever. Link up the crew and then we cause a bacchanal party. Bacchanal party. Bacchanal party. Bacchanal party. Just bring up a Jose. Enjoy we money. Anything you have in your hand. Show me come on. Oh Lord, this we come to start it. We come to turn up the place. Turn up the place. When soca music play, just cause it. Bass coming from everywhere. We dangerous so beware. I want you pumping from the stage. You must wave. You must wave. Oh Lord, show me the light, ignite the flame. We must rain every year. Bring on the elements. I want to see bananas over so. Bananas over so. Bananas over so. Shake the barriers. I want to see bananas over so. Draw the water. Drink down your liquor. Party forever. Link up the crew and then we cause a bacchanal party. Bacchanal party. Bacchanal party.
Me mother say she behave, so you go make a journal. The way you drop in them balls, boy, you back for centuries, yes. I say, mommy, I don't know when I'm going down in the grave. You could ask me brethren that. Is it after hate? I say, I'm doing it for the love and paper, doing it for the fans, doing it for the masqueraders, jumping up in the bands, yes. I'm doing it for the young, the old and the disabled. Doing it for my people, cause this is with time. So just do what you wanna do. Play mass and people to show that with time. To live on with problems at home when we fete. You think my people? Oh, let me drop the hunting. Play mass my people. Let me drop the hunting. Get on my people. Never make the chop hunting. Cause if you be chop hunting, chop got the whole world in his hand. Chop got the whole wide world in his hand. Chop got the whole world in his hand. Chop got the whole world in his hand.
You ever played job without a shell? Your mother. Who take me shell? Who take me shell? Who take me shell? 10 job take me shell. Who take me shell? Who take me shell? Who take me shell? Them job will take me shell. I don't get the nicest blow. Job take me shell and go. I don't get the sweetest blow. Job take me shell and go. I don't get the nicest blow. Job take me shell and go. I don't get the sweetest blow. Job take me shell and go. Like down on the beach, I buck up my shell. The shell looking nice and pretty, and I love the smell. Get no time to waste. I take my shell home. Put my shell long on the bed. You know that I live alone. Watch me.
And you like Bacchus, and you like Venom, and you like cock up your food like you want to send up. Yeah. Wetty. Them girl is trouble, you know. Madras, tell me what you like. I know what you like. Baby girl, tell me what you like. Yeah, I know what you like. Oh, I think I know what you like. Yeah, I know what you like. Girl, I think I know what you like.
Me know the road code. Tell me what's the dress code. Mass is the code and me pocket unload.
Girls link up, we ready for drink up. Liquor in me cup, mass done up.
Soon as we rich, massacre, massacre, massacre. As we rich, we head for hard, come to take over. As we rich, we head for hard, come to take over. As we rich, come to wreck it.
When we reach in town, it's my sweetest beer. Jumping up as one, like family in town. We don't have no enemy, Carnival means family. Everybody join with me, and then we jump with the shotney. Cause this is Carnival, you see. Yes sir, we come out to play the mass. Bring your family, play the mass. Drink some rum and just play the mass. Bring your family, play the mass. Just coming down.
What really happened? Since you get the toy, he take away my joy. Since you get the toy, he take away my joy. No, the battery giving me competition. 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 Double A giving me competition. Triple A giving me competition. Earthquake. She said don't get vexed, Inspector. I get it since last December. He does give me joy and splendor. Earthquake. All the money I give she spend it on double A battery. I'm telling me don't get angry. Since she get the toy, he take away my joy. Since she get the toy, he take away my joy. So the battery giving me.
When the rhythm start, baby push it back, drop it like a bomb, boom, explosion. So all of the girls who can wine, let me see you raise your hand. Whoa. All of the girls who can wine, let me see you raise your hand. Put it up, now whining challenge. Do ting, show it. Do ting. Progress.
Apologize, Mara. Mara's like, why did y'all do that to her? She's on the train. She's just trying to get to work, and y'all trying to make her throw weights on the train.
Joey's.
But I'm saying you might pick up a couple extra dollars. Showtime.
She can just whine in her mind.
Ooh.
Wine in your mind.
That don't work.
That's work.
That don't work.
Naturally.
No. That's what you see the people who be sitting in their car and then they see and they be like this.
In the mind. No,
That used to be me.
Yeah.
I used to be like,
Can't wine
that's
in
why I
your
drive
seat.
now.
So wine in your
Everywhere.
seat. Just wine in your mind.
Yeah, no, you can't. It can't be
Nah,
contained.
nah.
Virtually.
It cannot be contained.
Okay.
That's stress, but
It can't.
I know you can't.
I'm saying
I've
anybody
never
who's
done
ever
anything in
driven
my
with me
mind.
while soca music is playing, they know.
There's some people in the club, you know, I mean, soca is playing and everybody's whining, but I know for sure they're whining in their mind. They just can't whine physically. But
Don't show up to Kings of Kings if you're gonna be whining in your mind.
Exactly.
whining physical.
I endorse this. All right, so we got Looney Spark and Electrify here, pushing the big bad Three Kings going down tomorrow right here in Brooklyn.
Actually,
Kings
more
of
than-
Kings.
yeah.
Kings
It's
of
more
Kings.
than, it's way more than 3.
There's a lot of kids.
Kings of Kings.
The link is in the chat. I put the link in for the
That's
Eventbrite for
right.
tickets.
What's the Eventbrite again? One more time.
www.kingsofkings21
21.
.eventbrite.com.
Eventbrite.com.
Yeah,
So guys, check it out.
yeah,
Get
man.
those tickets.
Yeah.
Don't wait last minute. Oh gosh,
And
don't waste last minute.
And we have physical tickets as well.
Physical tickets available. That number was also in the chat if you guys need to hit them up to get those physical tickets. Starting at 7 p.m. Showtime 10 p.m. sharp. So you guys ain't gonna get no like 2-minute
No.
performances.
We want after
Right?
the show DJ play, people enjoy themselves.
Y'all ain't gonna get performances that's 119 seconds
No.
long. Let me just put that out.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all gonna get some special performances tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
We have Boys in the building. We have Squeaky the artist in the building.
Yeah.
Inspector, Mr. Lex, Tile Pre,
Terra.
Terra the Governor. Who else?
We gonna be there.
Yeah, they gonna be there.
Of course.
So remember, if you don't got the oil in your waist,
Yeah.
you can still go,
Yeah.
but don't think you going there and you getting what's in the secret sauce.
Nah.
You're not getting what's in the secret sauce.
All right, guys. And these guys are multi-talented. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Chefs, businessmen,
Graphic designer.
graphic designers.
I do video ads as well. I do motion flyers as well. I do voice ads as well.
He said, "I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman." He's like, I got all the things.
Yeah. So if you need a voice ad done, link up. If you need a flyer done, link up. If you need a video ad done, link up. If you need a motion flyer done, link up.
But even if you didn't want an ad and you wanted, say,
Seafood boy.
a book cover.
No, hold on.
I'm already coming to the boy. You don't even gotta push it no more. Okay.
Yeah, book cover is no problem.
Book cover,
business
t-shirt,
card, everything.
I'm working on a therapy
Logo.
guide book, and I'm like, I need to find a graphic artist to figure out for my book cover.
Well, you know to look no more.
There it is.
Yeah.
Multi-talented, these gentlemen right here.
And DJs,
Yeah.
link up for your drops, link up for your doublets, link up for your drops, link up for your doublets, link up for your drops, link up for your doublets, link up for your drops, link up for your doublets. If you want a drop, just link up now. If you want a drop, just link up now. If you want a jingle, just link up now. If you want a drop, where we say, link up for your drops, link up for your doublets, link up for your drops, link up for your doublets.
Give me their Instagram again so they know where they getting all of these different services.
Kings of Kings tomorrow will be a movie. Kings of Kings tomorrow will be a movie. North side with it, south side with it, west side with it, east side with it. Kings of Kings tomorrow will be a movie. Who coming? Tell you now, what's coming? What's coming? Mr. Legs coming. And Tapri coming. Who again coming? Who
And
again?
Boise coming.
Oh Lord.
And Squeaky coming.
GMGT
And Squeaky coming.
GMGT and all coming. GMGT coming. Everybody here we coming. And
I have to laugh. Well, I was laughing because this young lady did not know that y'all was twins.
I didn't know.
well,
I didn't
let me
know.
leave it like that. Yeah.
They did not know that they were brothers.
Yeah.
No, I knew that they were brothers. I knew that, but I didn't know that they were twins.
Hey, yeah, let me leave it like that. Because you got that next topic of a discussion of a next topic.
Ooh.
But they're not twins.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, I got it. They're not
Please.
twins though.
Oh, you're not?
No, they're not twins.
She talk about they
Kings
twins. I was
of
like,
Kings.
they're not. I said they're twins.
1 year
of
apart. 1 year
Oh, they're
apart.
Irish twins.
1
They're
year
Irish
apart.
twins. They're
1
Irish
year
twins.
apart. Only 1 year
Dang,
apart.
Red Pepsi, you ain't have to laugh that hard at me though. I know now.
People always get mixed up. This is Electrify here. No, that's the younger one. Yeah, it does look old. Yeah, it does look older. I'm the older one, but 1 year apart. 1 year apart.
1 year apart. Irish twins. Is that all right?
Thank you for clearing that up for us.
Same year?
Eh?
Same year?
Good morning, Queen.
No, 1 year apart.
1 year.
Queen
know,
the
but
Fire
sometimes
came in. She
you
said, "Watch my boys."
March and August.
Okay.
Yeah, March and August.
Is that-
Different here.
Is that for
Aries and Virgo.
Who's the Aries?
Me.
What?
Well, you see that the Aries corner here.
I should have known, man.
And you
I
have
shoulda
orange,
known.
you have orange, and I
Hello.
wear orange.
Watch that.
Yeah, orange.
just got it.
Sounds like
Oh, trust God and chill.
Yeah.
How you gotta live life, you know
sounds
what I
like you have a whining partner for tomorrow night.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like it.
Whining partner.
Oh, Lord, Lord.
And let me warn you something. She don't whine in her mind ever.
mean? No, I don't. I really
don't.
don't. That sounds like you're whining your mind. Who can contain themselves that
You're
way?
just whining physical.
Yes.
Oh
just
my goodness.
all over the place.
Bruh,
I be
all
all
over.
over the place. I'm
And
having
she
me a
battery
good
don't
time.
need plenty charging either.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You better stop.
Fully charged. Alright, so people come fully charged tomorrow.
Yes.
Fully
Don't
charged.
come to our event drunk, please.
Yes.
You're coming to get drunk.
Yes.
Amen.
Don't come drunk. We're coming to get drunk.
But to leave that designated driver, a designated.
Oh yeah, don't come drunk. We come here to live drunk.
But live with a designated driver. Designated.
Oh yeah. Don't drink and drive.
Oh yeah.
Don't drink and drive.
We want you to stay alive.
I tell you, don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. I tell you, don't drink and drive. We want you to stay alive.
Bye.
Kings of Kings. We are one. So we tell the Kings of Kings tomorrow. I tell you, I'm moving.
Don't do it.
Oh my goodness. Yo.
Yes.
No.
This
Clearly
is just
it's gonna
a
be a good
sample of
time.
what's gonna happen tomorrow. You know.
Sample.
You know,
This is
you know what the master start with the men for me not? I mean,
Yes.
I don't know who have experienced vibes in country.
Yeah.
We just have an instrumental playing.
Yeah.
Country vibes different.
And we
I can
just
attest
we
to
did
that.
we just stick over the place.
Yeah.
Or if he say something, Terra say something, and you might see
vibes.
the show might even run 3 hours, 2 hours,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
not
yeah,
feeling it.
yeah.
Because just vibes. That's how we operate, you know?
Amen.
What's good vibes?
That's how
Oil
it
in
should
your
be.
waist, make sure you have oil in your
Let
waist.
me go buy my ticket for
Oil in your
tomorrow.
waist.
Yeah.
Let me go buy my
Go
ticket.
buy your ticket, whether you get a physical ticket or not. Get your tickets. No sticking. There's no sticking.
I jumping around the town. I go jump around. I end up in the van. While in the jab band. I the jab for some while. You want the jab go ball. You want the jab go ball. I do. The jab go ball. Hold on.
I know them kind of excitement and mass tomorrow.
I tell you it's vibes tomorrow, you know.
We don't want vibes, we just want vibes.
Guys,
Always a
thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure for coming through.
Always.
Can you give them your social medias again if people want to find you?
Yeah, well, Lunispark _ Uber Clan. LUNISPARK _ UBACLAN. Electrify. ELECTRIFY.1. So link up DMs for the tickets. Physical tickets available. www.
I feel I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up.
Event. No. www. kingsofkings21.eventbrite.com.
Mad.
I
Don't be
get
late.
I don't get out of the studio until like 10 tomorrow night.
Good time.
come on.
Good time.
So
Follow them.
I'm
Good
gonna
time.
pull up.
Don't
I'm
stress.
gonna pull
Don't
up.
stress
Good
your body,
time.
man.
I'm gonna pull up.
Nah, you're good.
Don't stress your body.
Ladies
Just
and
flex your
gentlemen,
body.
Looney
Just
Spark
flex
and
your
Electrify. Catch them tomorrow.
Flex your
Kings
body.
of Kings.
Just
Right
flex
here in
your
New York
body.
City. Y'all
Just
know what
flex
it is,
your
man.
body.
Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. Uber.
Everywhere, all about.
Don't stress your body, what you got? Don't stress your body. Don't stress your body, what you got? Flex your body. Don't stress your body, what you got?
Kings of Kings tomorrow. Come on, energy Kings of Soca.
Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is
All right, guys.
the call.
Y'all know how we do every Friday, right? So we gotta take Michelle in. It's fine. We good. We can do those things too sometimes. Oh, I was trying to freestyle it. Ain't quite come out like a freestyle. All right, guys. Once again, we just want to say thank you to Looney Spark and Electrify for coming through. Guys, catch them tomorrow live on stage right here in Brooklyn. Check out the Eventbrite for more information or hit them up in the DMs. We give you all the information that you guys could possibly need. But if you can't find it, you could still GMGT. Hit up our DM and we'll forward you all the links that you need. All right? Kings of Kings, Boise, Squeaky. Who else? Terra the Governor, Wasways, Inspector, Mr. Legs. And you never know who else gonna bless the stage and pass through. All right. Let's take a little pause. We come back next with Michelle to give us the word of the week, right? morning. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
Thank you for
Good
sticking
morning,
around
good
for
morning.
us. Thank you for sticking
No
around.
problem.
Morning,
No
morning. You look
problem.
lovely,
Good morning,
absolutely
darling. Good
radiant and
morning.
beautiful this morning.
Did I win money somewhere that I don't know
He had to
about?
pour it on thick because he know he kept you waiting so long.
Yes.
But we
That's it.
had good reason though.
That's exactly why
I
I
love
poured it on so thick.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Apologies
nice.
for keeping you
Yes.
so long.
Beautiful. I have
Michelle.
to hear about these good reasons.
Yeah.
Girl.
What did I miss?
Usually I never wait so long, but you know. Anyway. Good morning, Michelle.
I said, wow.
Good morning. How are you all doing on this fantastic Friday?
We're doing well. We're doing great.
Awesome. So let's get right into it.
Yes.
And I've been thinking a lot about moments when you're being told by persons with regards to what you're doing, either they think, that can't happen. That's impossible. Or they think you are too little, too small. Or they use words like insignificant. They don't think it is something of value compared to what they may see other people doing or compared to what they think they're doing, and they have to dumb down what you're doing to feel what they're doing is more important. Have you ever had situations like that in life?
Yes,
ma'am.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We have all experienced situations like that in life. I had the honor of going to a place called Yaret, which is the home of the hummingbird here in Trinidad. And it features 15 species of hummingbirds. And there are more than 50 species of hummingbirds throughout the world. But at Yaret in particular, as I reflected on the hummingbird, I looked at this colorful creature moving quickly back and forth, the only bird that can move back and forth, the only bird that can move up and down, the only bird that goes at such a rapid speed. So that small, little, what some may think insignificant creature has so much power, so much purpose, and so too do you. So embrace your inner hummingbird.
Amen.
And the next time someone tells you you're small, you're little, you're insignificant, or they think that some plan, some goal that you have is either impossible or on the contrary, they think it's small and not something that they consider to be of value. You just embrace that warrior within, that inner hummingbird, and know you're small but mighty. There was David for Goliath. There was a small axe for the big tree, and there you for whatever comes into your way. You're there, you're able to conquer. And the other thing, as we talk about goals and we talk about vision and the ability to execute, let's think too that many times, on the other hand of whatever you may be achieving, there are also those who are energy vampires. There to not just steal your energy, but they steal it in so many different forms in terms of trying to steal your idea. You go, you talk to a friend or a family member about your idea, and they might tell you it's small, but then you see them trying to do something similar to what you would have spoken to them about. Keep going. Don't let that deter you from your plan, because your plan needs your units for it to achieve its trueness. They will only be able to do it how they did it, or they can do it. But it came to you for a reason. It was in your heart for a reason. It was planted in the soil of your soul for a reason, because only you can give it the ingredients it needs to be birthed into this world in a very special way. So just appreciate that and just keep going no matter what. No matter what anyone says to you, the outside chatter does not matter. Do not cower, but stand in your power. Even if you're just like me, a hummingbird.
Nice.
Amen.
Michelle, can I just say one more time? You're just simply amazing.
You need to record that for me.
Yes,
That's addictive.
That's what she said.
Thank you so much, my darlings.
Thank you,
And
thank you,
happy
thank
Friday
you,
to
Michelle.
you.
Happy
So, guys,
Friday.
this was the word. Take it into the weekend. Let it last for you for the week. I know every time you drop those words, Michelle, it definitely gives me a boost of confidence. It gives me, like, I feel that urge to just go out there and take on the world. So,
Or in the words of Patrice Roberts, I'm feeling sexy.
I just have my moments. All All right, guys. Thank you so
Have a
much,
great
Michelle.
one.
Have
Thank you. Love
wonderful
and light
weekend.
always.
We out, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. We taking a break now until 12. We'll be back for the midday therapy. Kareem checking out. Wild and Holy checking out. Consuelo checking out. Guys, enjoy your weekend. This morning was pure vibes, pure energy. Y'all know what it is. The Wake Up Call. Best morning show in
all the land.
We out.
The Wake Up Call. Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is the Wake Up Call.
Good morning. GMGT, yeah, GMGT. Good music, good times. We bring the good vibes. Where the culture lives, we ain't just nice, we real nice. Good music, good times. We bring the good vibes. Where the culture lives, we ain't just nice, we real nice. GMGT, yeah, yeah. Whoa, yo, GMGT is where the culture lives. GMGT ain't just full of vibes, you know. They full of real vibes. So keep it locked. I said to keep it locked.
We're gonna back it back. We're gonna back it back, Jack, to when the music was hot and funky. Get on up. Get on up. Get on up. Get on up.
feel to spin the wheels and let's go. Let's go and do all them things we see on TV and get the feel of the center side. Come, let me join the people and rock with body, so we could get the feeling to get the sound vibrating you, and how the music making you. So I see this teenage woman about 80 something on top of roller skates, say she disco dancing. She doing she Ferris wheel and she disco splitting. I said this woman brave and she why don't this woman behave? She suppose she fall and break up, she you can't hear nobody, and them spinning lights have you blind completely, and all you hearing wrong you is you have to take this song and you this time you're getting down with your disco baby, daddy in the heights and me feeling groovy. Mr. DJ just play the let the music play the same so I can break away with me
कुछ गड़बड़ है, कुछ गड़बड़ है, हाँ जी हाँ गड़बड़ है। सुंदर है, घने बाल भी है, टेढ़ी मेढ़ी क्यों चाल है। सुंदर है, घने बाल भी है, टेढ़ी मेढ़ी क्यों चाल है। कुछ गड़बड़ है, कुछ गड़बड़ है, कुछ गड़बड़ है। डिग्री ना वो पास है, नौकरी उसकी खास है। डिग्री ना वो पास है, पर नौकरी उसकी खास है। कुछ गड़बड़